This is KWRM Corona.
First pitch to Balcom. Balcom swings, hits this one up the alleyway, left center field and deep. This one is way back there. This ball is gone. A grand slam for Blake Balcom. And it's 13-3 Quakes. The second grand slam of the year for Rancho Cucamonga.
It's time for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. Brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Galliano Winery, the City of Rancho Cucamonga Waste Management, Red Roof Inn, Charter Media, Chipotle, Farmer John's, Unilever Food Solutions, the X-Bucks, Yellow Book USA, and Omaha Jacks. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the defending American League Western Division champion Angels. This is Quakes Baseball.
The 2005 minor league regular season is winding down, so don't miss out on your chance to see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga as the Quakes host the Lake Elsinore Storm the week of August 26th through 28th. Join us on Friday, August 26th, as the first 1,000 fans receive Angels lenticular cups. On Saturday, August 27th, take in the Harley-Davidson postgame fireworks show. The final Sunday home game of the season is August 28th, and the Quakes want to make sure the kids go back to school in style with a lunchbox giveaway presented by Silverback Extreme.
3-2, two men down. Runner goes at first, the pitch, swing and a miss and a high fastball. Strike three, the ball game is over.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at just $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office or the phone at 909-481-5252 or online at rcquakes.com. Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
And the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes have pulled out a come-from-behind victory.
Have you ever wanted to host your own radio talk show? How about be a DJ? Play your kind of music, your style. Or are you a business owner? Maybe you want people to know more about your business. Well, KWRM 1370 AM is the answer. Well, after all, you're listening to us right now, aren't you? KWRM 1370 covers all of the Inland Empire and all of Orange County as well, plus parts of Long Beach and Covina. Imagine being able to tell people you host your own talk show or you're a DJ. And the best part, you keep all the money that you sell from your commercials. No experience is necessary. We'll even train you. Call today. You can be on the air as early as this week. 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. KWRM 1370, covering all of Inland Empire and Orange County.
Hello, everybody. This is Jason Anaforian, and welcome to Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. We're from Mavericks Stadium tonight in Adelanto, as it is game number 2 of a 4-game series between the Quakes and the Mavericks. And last night, High Desert coming from behind. The Quakes were dealt a tough loss, 14-7, and they have been pushed 4.5 games back in the California League Southern Division race. And a very important stretch of 7 games in a row coming up. This is game 2 of the 7 in a row that these two clubs will face off, as it's the affiliates of the Angels and the Royals from Adelanto. Ty Boykin, the manager of the Quakes, has fielded his lineup, but tonight, let's run down tonight's Quakes starting lineup. As on the mound for the High Desert Mavericks is Patrick Green. On the mound for the Quakes is right-hander Rafael Rodriguez. A couple of right-handers in tonight's ball game. Leading off in left field for the Quakes is Aaron Peel. Batting second, the second baseman, Ryan Leahy. Brandon Wood, the shortstop, hits third. Matt Pauley, the DH, will bat cleanup. Cliff Remillé, the first baseman, hits fifth. Bobby Wilson catches and bats sixth. Blake Balcom, the right fielder, will hit seventh. Yvonne Reyes, the third baseman, bats eighth. And Cody Fuller, the center fielder, bats ninth. Peel, Leahy, Wood, Pauley, Remillé, Wilson, Balcom, Reyes, and Fuller. That's the lineup for the Quakes. Breeze blowing out to right field at the start of this one. It's a warm one here in Adelanto, and so we are waiting right now. Play is being held up as everybody is ready to go. Right now, I don't even quite know why play is being held up right now. I think they're waiting for the lights to turn on, and the lights are not on at the start of this one. You don't have to have the lights on at the start of the ball game, although I think the umpires would just like to get the lights on and working to make sure that we are good to go. And Billy Gardner Jr. is coming out to tell plate umpire Jesse Redwine a thing or two about the lights. I don't know if he's saying if it's good enough to get things started here. So right now, the pitcher Patrick Green is continuing a few warm-up tosses right now. Aaron Peel set to lead things off. It is 91 degrees here in Adelanto. Let's, while we have a moment, as Peel has not yet stepped into the box for being called into the box. The lights have been turned on here at the Mavericks Stadium. And while Peel is getting ready to step into the box, we'll paint the picture for you. The field mostly covered in shadows, and that's why Redwine wants the lights on at the start of the ball game. And this field will be completely in the shadows within about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Some sunshine splashed out in deep left center and center field, where Lebansky, the center fielder, is the only man that is really having to deal with the sun. Based upon where he's positioned, Bernard Stevens will have to deal with the sun as well in right. So we're set for baseball. First pitch to Aaron Peel is a breaking ball outside, and the count is 1 ball, no strikes. We're underway tonight at 7:06. 91 degrees on this clear evening here in Adelanto. Next pitch is down low from Green, and the count is at 2 balls and no strikes. Green comes back. Next pitch on the way. There's a strike on the outside corner to Aaron Peel, and the count 2-1. Aaron Peel with 2 home runs last night, 9 on the season now. Aaron Peel hit 2 home runs, both in his first 2 at-bats. Next pitch is low and away, 3 balls and no strikes. 7:06 with the first pitch here in Adelanto. Next pitch, Peel swings and misses, and the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peel batting .319. He's the left fielder tonight with 9 home runs, 28 RBIs. Next pitch on the way, swinging a high pop-up foul. Out of play, off to the right, back up into the seats, and the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Breeze is shifted. It's blowing out to left field right now as the next pitch to Peel is a swing and a fly ball. Foul out of play, and the ball's going to roll back down below into the seats. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another good crowd on hand. We had over 3,000 here last night in Adelanto. The 3-2 on the way to Peel. Swinging a high pop-up. That's behind the first base dugout. It's going to go about halfway up into the seats. And the count still remains 3-2. Good battle going on right now with Aaron Peel and Patrick Green. Green 2 wins, 2 losses, an ERA at 2.96. Stands feet apart on the rubber. Here's the 3-2 on the way. It is outside, ball 4, and Aaron Peel leads this one off with a walk. That'll bring up Ryan Leahy. Quakes come into the ball game with a record of 27 and 26 in the second half Southern Division standings. High Desert, who is 4.5 games ahead of both the Quakes and the Jethawks. They are at 32 and 22. Now Leahy swings, bounces in on 1 hop right to second. Kime fields, he goes to short for 1. Sánchez back to first. In time, a double play. And as Peel had begged out of the baseline about a third of the way up the line, he had held as that ball was hit hard off the bat of Leahy. A 4-6-3 double play. 2 men out, and the base is empty for Brandon Wood.
Number 7.
Clear skies at the start of this one tonight. The sunshine is out. Here is Brandon Wood batting .315, 36 home runs, 99 RBIs. The hitter looking into the pitcher, Green, right now in the shadows. The sun, though, bouncing off of the hitter's eye out in straightaway center field, 401 feet away. The pitch to Wood, swung on, hit in the hole at third. Sevilla to his left, fields, spins, and throws Wood out at first, and that'll do it for the Quakes here in the top of the first. A walk and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Quakes nothing and the Mavericks coming to bat.
When enjoying a delicious hot dog at the Epicenter, bring out the best in that hot dog with delicious condiments provided by Hellman's. Whether it's yellow mustard, tomato ketchup, or sweet relish, Hellman's is sure to add that complimentary taste to the ballpark food as the official condiment of the Epicenter. Hellman's also provides Quake fans with barbecue sauce, marinara sauce, or ranch dressing for the finger foods at the park. This season, the Quakes and Hellman's have teamed up to form a winning combination at the concession stand. The next time you're eating at the Epicenter, bring out the best with Hellman's, provided by Unilever Food Solutions, the official condiment provider of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by R&E Upholstery, Furniture and Automotive Upholstery, Buy blinds for you. Need a new view? Call the Blind Guy. By the Bulldog Pub, a taste of Britain in Upland. And by Monarch Pool Replastering, king of the pool industry.
Suddenly find yourself craving a Mountain Dew? You're a Pepsi guy and she's all about Diet Pepsi? Then drink your daily dose of carbonation at the Circle K Thirst Buster fountain. Whatever brand you're after, Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Dr. Pepper, Circle K keeps it ice cold and ready to go. Of course, Circle K can complement your great tasting Thirst Buster soda with chips, pretzels, candy, hot dogs, beef jerky, or maybe a sandwich. Just about any food you feel like, Thirst Buster can wash it down. Whatever kind of soda you can find yourself in the mood for, Thirst Buster soda fountain's got it. Ice cold and ready to go. Circle K. What else do you need?
After a half inning, the Quakes go out in the first inning without scoring a run. Let's run down tonight's Mavericks starting lineup. Billy Gardner Jr., the skipper of High Desert, will field this lineup against Rafael Rodriguez. Pete Mastralis, the left fielder, will lead off. Shortstop, Ángel Sánchez at short, batting second. The center fielder, Chris Labansky, hitting third. Batting cleanup, Kila, the first baseman. Adam Kime at second base, batting fifth. Bernard Stevens in right field hits sixth. Adam Donahue, the catcher, hits seventh. Brandon Powell batting eighth. He's the designated hitter. And Wally Sevilla hits ninth at third base. Mastralis, Sanchez, Labansky, Kayahue, Kime, Stevens, Donahue, Powell, and Sevilla. Bottom of the first inning. Here come the Mavericks now against Rafael Rodriguez. Quakes failed to score in the top of the inning. Mastralis batting .346 to lead it off. First pitch on the way, tails inside from Rodriguez. The count is 0-1. Rafael Rodriguez has not fared well against the Mavericks this year. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball foul out of play off to the left. And the count is 1-1. Rafael Rodriguez, 3 wins, 2 losses, an ERA at 7.43. However, against High Desert, he has an ERA of 16.87. That's 5 1/3 innings pitched so far, and he's given up 10 earned runs in those 5 1/3 innings. The 1-1 swing and a comebacker. Rodriguez fields on the third base side of the mound, throws over to first to Remele. In time, one man down. Cliff Remele activated from the disabled list today. Remele, who had sprained his ankle against the Inland Empire 66ers. And he had sprained that ankle 2 weeks ago tonight, actually. Now here is Sanchez. As the first pitch on the way, Sanchez takes up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Remele went on the disabled list. Actually, I said he's 2 weeks ago tonight. That's incorrect. He sprained that 4 weeks ago tonight. And the 1-0 on the way. Sanchez swings a chopper in the hole at third. Reyes over to his left. Can't get it. Wood backs it up. Fields throws over to first. In time to get Sanchez. 2 men down. Matt Brown getting the night off. And Ivan Reyes is over at third base. Brandon Wood is at short. Ryan Leahy at second base. And Remele, who is at first. The Remele sprained that ankle back on July 25th. In the first inning. Or July 23rd. July 23rd in the first inning against Inland Empire on a ball that Vladimir Valentin hit out of the park for a home run. Now Labansky, first pitch swinging, grounds it to second. Leahy backhands it, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first in time, and that'll do it. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Rafael Rodriguez here in the first. We've completed 1-0.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers walk into the other book, not the other book. Artists, posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, white whale. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers walk into the other book. Let your fingers walk into the other book, not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Hot dog.
It's your first game. You got your glove?
Yeah.
Good boy. All right, bright blue sky, beautiful green grass. You know, there's nothing better than baseball in summer.
I guess.
Hey, where's that peanut guy?
Dad, we're in the living room.
Hooked on a clear picture? Get hooked on Charter HDTV with a picture 5 times sharper than regular TV plus theater quality sound. You watch television like never before. Get local channels in high definition with no equipment to buy. Go where satellite can't. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked. Service not available in all areas. Prices may vary.
Here's Matt Pauley to lead it off. Top of the second inning. And Green, the right-hander, throws home, and the first pitch to Pauley is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Pauley hitting .265, 11 home runs, 74 RBIs. He's tonight's designated hitter. Next pitch comes inside. 2-0 the count. With my studio engineer tonight, Denny Brower, Jason Anafoyan with you from Mavericks Stadium. Next pitch to Pauley is taken off the plate. 3 balls and no strikes. Patrick Green pitched well against the Quakes. His 1 time out as the next pitch comes inside, ball 4. And like the first, the Quakes get a leadoff walk. Well, now the Quakes will try and do something with this, and the batter is Cliff Remillé. The Quakes have really missed Remillé. Pauley has done a nice job filling in at first base. As we talked about the versatility of Matt Pauley in the lineup between left field and first base, and he predominantly became a first baseman. Is in a matter of days, the Quakes lost both Lopez and Remillé. And the pitch is a swing and a high fly ball foul out of play down the left field line, 0-1. And as the game of baseball goes, the Quakes, they had enough first basemen at the beginning of the year to spare for the whole league practically. Oh, they did. I mean, they had 4 guys that could step in at first base. And all of a sudden, they were down to 1. The 0-1 on the way, swinging a fly ball straight away left. Mestrales comes in. He's there. He makes the catch. 1 man down. Remillé, who had 3 home runs, 17 RBIs prior to his going on the disabled list, just flied out to right. Here is Bobby Wilson. Wilson became the 6th man on the Quakes this year. And I would think before the season's over, Peel will become the 7th Quakes player this year to have a 10 or more home runs in the season. Quakes team has set the franchise record. The pitch on the way to Wilson is outside 1-0. And you have to give credit where credit's due to the hitters who have done the job, but also to the hitting coach and James Rouse in the last 2 years. He has done a very good job in his time at Rancho Cucamonga. The 1-1 on the way, swinging a high pop-up foul halfway up onto the berm. And the fans, a little bit of a larger crowd tonight, back up on the berm. And the count 1-1, fans scrambling for that ball. James Rousen has presided as the hitting coach over, and he said before the ball game, hey, guys make me look good. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Wilson swings, hammers one down the left field line. This one is on its way. Speaking of home runs, see you later. A 2-run home run for Bobby Wilson. His 11th on the season and 2nd in as many nights. And the Quakes are out to a 2-0 lead on the Mavericks and Patrick Green. And for Bobby Wilson, now he has 63 and 64 RBIs on the year.
Number 13, Blake Balcom.
Here comes Blake Balcom. Team home run number 130. That's a franchise record. Last year, the Quakes broke it with 125, and so they're going to probably obliterate that record. Here's Balcom. 252 average, 6 home runs, 34 RBIs, and the pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 1 man down, wind blowing out to left field. Here's the next pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jared Abruzzo had 10 or more home runs last year. So did Ibar and Ryan Buddy. Next pitch on the way. Balcom swings and misses 1 and 2. David Gates, Mike Napoli, and Adam Pavkovich. 6 guys. So the Quakes have 6 this year, and probably could have 7 or 8. Next pitch is low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon Wood is certainly to credit with the Quakes helping break that record. Now Balcom swings, hammers one to left field. Breaking back is Mestrales, who is already playing deep. Moves over to his left. He reaches up and he makes the catch for the out. 2 men down. Here comes Ivan Reyes.
Third baseman, number 18, Ivan Reyes.
Reyes batting 168, 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. Here's the pitch home. Reyes takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Wood is certainly to credit for, has played a major role in the Quakes of breaking that team home run record. Next pitch comes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. However, you would have to say that, again, it's spread the wealth in the home run department. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is a home run hitter's ballpark here at Adelanto. And the Quakes play in a very fair ballpark, the fairest of the league. Next pitch is swinging a foul back to the screen, 1-2. I'd say maybe San Jose is more of a pitcher's park as well. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Reyes swings and misses strike 3, and the side is retired. The Quakes pick up 2 on the Bobby Wilson home run to left field. And we head to the bottom half of the second inning, 2-0 Quakes.
Are you fed up with the rising cost of cable? Want the same digital picture quality at a fraction of the price? Well, make the move to Dish Network today, the nation's leading provider of satellite television. Dish Network has been in business for over 25 years and has more customers and lower prices than DirecTV. How about our basic service starting as low as just $19.99 a month? No matter where you're at nationwide, they're offering a free 4-room system with free equipment, free installation, and best of all, free TiVo. So you can pause and record live television, never miss that movie or your favorite show again, and skip through all the commercials. Dish Network's technicians are licensed, bonded, and insured, so the job will get done right the first time. If it breaks or if you move, they can take care of you for free as well. Ask us how to receive $12 a month off your monthly bill for an entire year or get free HBO and Showtime. What are you waiting for? Cable and DirecTV to keep raising their prices? Call an authorized Dish Network dealer today at 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. Dish Network.
In baseball, there are day games, night games, and even the occasional twilight doubleheader. But you'll never see a first thing in the morning game. That's because mornings are for Farmer John. Whether it's delicious hardwood smoked bacon, savory sausage, or juicy ham steaks, they're all made fresh right here in the Southland. There's even Farmer John quick serve bacon and sausage. It's ready in seconds. So share your afternoons and evenings with the Quakes. But mornings are for you and Farmer John. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
Get over to the concourse on the first base side.
Here we go to the bottom of the second inning. If you want a home run breakdown of the Quakes this year, they have hit 63 home runs at home as a team, 67 on the road, and they've hit 4 in this series. So coming into this series, they had hit 63 and 63. They had split them as Bobby Wilson hitting his 11th home run of the season in the top of the second inning to make it 2-0. And when you look at the California League, it is considered a hitter's league, but to just illustrate exactly what type of a year and what type of the last 2 years it has been, it's been really the most prolific 2 years of power, pure power in Rancho Cucamonga Quakes history. Here's the first pitch on the way to Kila, who had a home run last night, and it's taken for a strike from Rodriguez, 0-1. 2-0 Rancho, bottom of the second inning. And Rodriguez comes back, and the pitch on the way to Kaiahui is low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shadows now have completely covered the field, and the lights are on in full effect. Bottom half of the second inning. Here's the 1-1 on the way, and Kaiahui takes down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. Down the windup. And Rodriguez throws home, and the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. When they were trying to get the lights started and waiting for the lights to turn on at the start of this one, I had a flashback of a minor league game I attended. And it was on a night just like this. In fact, earlier in the year, though, but a Saturday night and a big crowd like this, and the lights never turned on. And they played about 3 innings, and that was it. As the next pitch to Kaiahui is a swing and a foul back to the screen, 2-2. Before they get the game started, Redwine behind the plate wanted to make sure the lights were working, which they were. They just were turned on a little bit late. 2-2 the count. Rodriguez into his windup. Here's the pitch on the way to Kaiahui. Swing and a foul right back to the screen. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Quakes tonight playing in their 62nd road game. They have played in 60 home games. 2-2 the count. Wind blowing out to straightaway left. Rodriguez back to the glove. Now he gets the sign he wants. Here comes the 2-2. Kaiahui takes up high, 3-2. Rancho overall in the year 55-67. They have lost 3 in a row. They are 27-26 in the second half. High Desert 68-56 overall. Here's the next pitch, down low, ball 4, and a walk. Leadoff walk to Kaiahui, and here comes Adam Kime. Kaiahui's home run last night was his 15th home run of the season. The 5 home runs surrendered by the Quakes staff last night, the most they have given up in a ball game this year. A 7-run bottom of the 5th inning for High Desert, tied a season high for a Quakes opponent for most runs in an inning. The middle innings were not kind to Rancho last night. Here's Kime, a runner from first. That's Kaiahui, held on by Remele. The pitch on the way. Kime swings and he fouls this one right off the mask of Bobby Wilson. And the count, no balls and a strike. Wilson sitting out the last 2 nights from behind the plate. He got a foul ball right up around the mask. Maybe even at the bottom of the mask, and it might have even clipped him on the arm. Wilson with his mask sitting right on top of his head. Now puts it back on as he goes into the crouch. 0-1 the count. Middle infield playing the back. Remele holds on Kaiahui. Rodriguez in his road gray top, long black sleeves underneath, throws home, pitch on the way, down low. Count is even 1-1. Quakes wearing the road grays, gray pants, long black sleeves underneath. The outfield shaded a tad to left. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Kime goes around swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaron Peel is straight away in left. Fuller, the center fielder tonight, shaded over towards left center. And Balcom straight away in right. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Now Rodriguez set, looks home. He throws the pitch. Swinging a high pop fly. Foul territory. Remele coming over near the dugout. Runs out of room. That ball lands right on the front ledge of the cement ceiling just above the Quakes dugout. The cement rooftop just above the Quakes first base dugout, and it glances back up into the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Time hitting .290. He hit his 20th home run of the year last night. 58 RBIs. He doesn't strike you as a guy that is going to hit 20 home runs. That is for sure. 1-2 on the way. Kime reaches for it and fouls it out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kime not a very big second baseman. 20 home runs, 58 RBIs. High Desert as a team has hit 169 home runs, and you have to take into consideration the ballpark they play in. 169 home runs. 88 of those have come at home. 81, though, have come on the road. They are a good hitting team in both places. Much higher batting average at home compared to on the road. Next pitch in the dirt. Ball scoots away from Wilson to the backstop. Down to second base goes Kaiahui on a wild pitch. And he is at second base for Kime. 2-0 Quakes. We're in the bottom of the second inning, and a runner at second and nobody out. High Desert on the road, they're hitting .284. At home, they're batting .312. 88 home runs, 387 RBIs at home. On the road, 81 home runs, 340 RBIs. 2-2. Now look back at second. Now here's the pitch. Kime lays off of it and takes up high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. High Desert has played 64 games on the road. And this is game number 61 for the Mavericks at home. 3-2 on the way, swinging a high drive down the left field line. It's fair, and it is a home run. Down the line, out of the ballpark, and Adam Kime has tied the ball game up at 2. His 21st home run. Well, we can say it's stating the obvious. They take no time getting out of this ballpark. Here in Adelanto, these folks have not had a winning season in quite some time. They were affiliated with Milwaukee, and the last 2 years it was a rough go for a ball club that was an original affiliate of the Florida Marlins. And they enjoyed some success early on in their existence. Here's the pitch on the way to Stevens, a swing and a chopper foul back towards the end of the first base dugout, and it's reached out by a fan, and he grabs it with his glove. 0-1 the count. However, the last couple of years have been very, very rough if you're a Mavericks fan. And so they better believe they're appreciative of the season they're having right now. Pitches down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. You have to say it about the Mavericks. They look like a team that's in first place, that is on a mission. They fall behind by 2, they come right back. And both clubs so far have scored both of their runs the same exact way. A walk and then a home run. 1-1 on the way, down low to Stevens, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Stevens hitting .286. Big left-handed hitting right fielder, 12 home runs, 57 RBIs. Rodriguez back home, the pitch, swing and a drive out to deep center. Fuller on the move. He's going to have room. He's off to his left, then he reaches up and makes the catch out in deep right center, and there's 1 man down. Deep right center field here, 415 feet away. Straightaway center is 401 feet. And down both lines, it's 340 feet. Here is Adam Donahue. Donahue batting .285, 10 home runs, 41 RBIs. Rodriguez into the windup. Here's the pitch on the way to Donahue. A swing and a high pop-up foul. That ball is out of play. Reyes is going to watch that one go back up into the seats. 0-1 the count. Lights have started to take their effect on the field. Clear skies above, some cloud cover off into the horizon beyond the mountain ranges out in right field. Very flat area out here. It's the high desert. 0-1 the count, the one man out, and the pitch on the way is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the ball will fly out of this ballpark. It is definitely this place in Lancaster. They are Coors Field-esque of the California League. 1-1 on the way is low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike the count now to Donahue. Rodriguez feet apart on the rubber, hand behind his back, now goes to the glove. Rodriguez steps back and kicks. Here's the 2-1. Donahue behind on it, tops it up. Right field, Blake Balcom coming in. Straight away, he's there, he makes the catch. 2 men down. And the batter will be Brandon Powell. 2-2 our score. And Powell hitting .297 with 15 home runs and 61 RBIs. For Rafael Rodriguez, this is his 11th start with the Quakes. 24 walks, 24 strikeouts in 46 innings pitched. And the right-hander deals, and Powell swings, grounds this one. Backhanded stop by Leahy. He flips over to Brandon Wood. Wood back to first, and they got him. An outstanding play, and it's not the first time that we've seen Ryan Leahy make that move. And the good baseball fans of the Adelanto area appreciative of Leahy's efforts there, as well they should. A nice play, and it's going to go 4-6-3 on the putout on Brandon Powell to end the second. We head to the third. It's 2-2.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom label. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hello, Best Western.
Hi, I'd like to book a room.
Sure, for how long?
5 months, so 161 days.
161 days?
Yep, don't want to miss out on any bobbleheads.
Wow, I guess so.
Actually, they're not for me, though. They're for my son.
I'm sure they are.
Stay at any Best Western in California, Nevada, and Hawaii between April 7th and September 15th and ask for the baseball ring. You'll get up to 25% off your stay and get a free limited edition bobblehead. Different Major League star in their minor league uniform with each stay. Log on to TravelBestWestern.com for additional terms or call 1-800-WESTERN. Guests must register in advance and quantities are limited.
After 2 innings, it's 2-2. An outstanding play by Ryan Leahy to end the bottom of the second inning. The ball hit to his backhand side. He made a diving stop, and from his belly, he flipped from his glove over to Brandon Wood, who was right there, and Wood threw it back to first to get Brandon Powell to end the second inning. It's the second time they've done it this year, as the pitcher on the way to Fuller is taken down low 1-0. In fact, they pulled this off in Stockton on the recent road trip. Here's the 1-0 on the way. That ball is down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the next pitch to Fuller, and a breaking ball for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Fuller takes, low and away. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch home. Fuller swings and chops it foul right at the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It was August 11th, the last time that happened at Stockton. And Leahy on that play had even skinned part of his face going for that ball, as the payoff pitch is taken, strike 3 called by Cody Fuller. 1 man down. That'll bring up Aaron Peel. Peel walked in the first. It's 2-2, top half of the third inning. We said it before about Cody Fuller and how this time last year he was getting ready to play Big 12 football. Pitch on the way is blowing away 1-0. It's just such a big accomplishment for anybody, and especially Fuller, who was a big contributing factor of that spread-out offense, the best offense in the country last year. Next pitch on the way to Peel is taken for a strike, 1-1. Definitely the most prolific offensive passing attack in the college football country. The pitch on the way to Peel, swinging a chopper on the 1-1 right to third. Sevilla Fields throws over to first to Kaiahui in time to get Peel for the out. That's one of the things that everybody asks about Cody Fuller's background. It just is an athletic accomplishment to play college football. You're playing at the highest level there. Big 12 is year in and year out. It's one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in college football. Pitch on the way to Leahy is outside 1-0, and he was at a school that is, would be considered sometimes the middle of the pack. Next pitch on the way, Leahy is in there, takes it in there for a strike, 1-1. Texas Tech, it's not a bad football program. But you're in a conference with Texas, Texas Tech, Oklahoma. 1-1 on the way. Leahy swings, chops it to short. Sánchez comes in, field, sets himself, throws to first to get Leahy, and the side is retired. Quakes go 1-2-3 here in the third. After 2.5, Quakes and the Mavericks tied up at 2.
It's a hot sunny day. You've worked hard all week. All you want to do is take a dip in your pool and unwind. Unfortunately, your pool needs some repairs. We haven't called Monarch Pool Replastering. Monarch offers complete swimming pool repair and service, as well as year-round maintenance. If your pool's in need of repair, call Javier Vargas at 909-263-3809. That's 909-263-3809. Monarch Pool Replastering, because there's nothing worse than having a pool and not being able to use it.
A few years ago, a small bank from Rancho Cucamonga started sending shockwaves through the banking industry. Vineyard Bank rode through Southern California with a creative force that is changing the way we bank. We created small ripples at first, with innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively, where it would help businesses and families the most. Then our reputation grew stronger thanks to personal bankers with a can-do attitude committed to building lasting relationships. Vineyard Bank's financial performance was off the scale. A fast-growing bank with a rising stock. New, customer-friendly branches offering easy access to your money, opening throughout the Southland. Online banking on our award-winning website at www.vineyardbank.com. That's Vineyard Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, proud to support our hometown team. For more information, please call 1-800-442-4996. That's 1-800-442-4996.
Immediately after following the Mavericks game, before they take their show.
Heading to the bottom of the third inning, it's 2-2 as the final throw going down to second base. We're from Mavericks Stadium in Adelanto on a nice, comfortable night for baseball. Here comes Wally Sevilla to lead it off. We've seen a couple of nice defensive plays on both ends so far. Both clubs have scored their runs on two-run home runs. And Rodriguez is facing Sevilla, the ninth-place hitter in the lineup. It was a big start for Rodriguez. It's a big, big bounce-back game for the Quakes. There's the pitch home to Sevilla, and it's taken low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. I think that when you're looking at Rancho Cucamonga and the situation they're in, there are games, if they don't win tonight, it's not the end of the world. It's not as if they still don't have a chance. Next pitch is low and away, 2-0. You just don't want to fall 5.5, though, behind and lose 4 games in 4 days in the standings. And so tonight, you could really put the label on it as a must-win. Swinging a ground ball in the hole. Reyes fields to his left, and he throws over to first in time to get Sevilla 1 man down. However, the fact is, okay, that they say they were to lose, and they fell 5.5 back. If they reel off 5 in a row, and the team that they're chasing is the opponent, obviously, and they'll play them the next 5 days, 2 here, 3 in Rancho. A ball club that just reeled off a 5-game winning streak. If they win 5 in a row, then they're back even in the loss column. They're a half game out. So that's the one part where you say it's not a must win. Pitch to Mostralis is low and inside, 1-0. Mathematically, no, it is not. When you look at it from a different angle, though, theoretically, yeah, you're looking at it from the perspective of momentum, too. Get back even with these guys. And this what is going to turn out to be a 7-game series. It's really how you have to look at it. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a chopper to Remele at first. He fields it after stepping back and then stumbles a bit as he flips it over to Rodriguez. It's in time. Rodriguez wins the foot race with Mostralis. 2 men down, and Ángel Sánchez, the batter. Breeze now has shifted out. The flagpole in deep left center field, to the right of the electronic scoreboard. Flag is blowing out towards center field. 2 men down. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a drive out to center field. Fuller on the move at the track, looking up. See you later. Ángel Sánchez connects for his second home run of the year. And the Mavericks have taken a 3-2 lead. Here is Chris Labansky. Labansky grounded out to second, his first time up. Rodriguez kicks and throws home, and the pitch to Labansky is down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Second home run for Sánchez, 54th RBI on the year. 3-2 Mavericks, bottom of the third. 2 men down. Rodriguez back home. The pitch on the way is down low. Two balls and no strikes to count. Next pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Doing one to the very dangerous Chris Labansky. Rodriguez into his windup, throws home the pitch, swinging. There's a drive down the right field line. It has some topspin on it. Balcom giving chase. That ball's going to one-hop the wall to the left of the 340 marker. Balcom picks it up on the warning track. Around second is Labansky. He's headed to third. The throw is offline and a little bit high and late. And in there with a triple is Labansky. If you're going to give up a home run and a triple, it's better off that it's in that order. The Mavericks now have a 2-out base runner at third base. Here's Kila. There was no doubt it was going to have distance on that ball, but the question as it left Labansky's bat as that ball had some topspin and was sinking fast. But it hit about probably in the lower third of the right field wall. The only question as to whether it would go out or not was that it was pulled down the line. He had pulled it enough down the line that you thought, well, you might have a chance. Here's Kaiahui, who walked in the second inning. Rodriguez throws the pitch. Kaiahui throws one out to right center. Balcom on the move at the track looking up, and that ball is off the base of the wall. Lebansky scores. Kaiahui slides into second with a double. It's 4-2 High Desert. And here come the bats of the Mavericks, and here comes Quakes pitching coach Eric Bennett. Rodriguez had retired the side in order in the first, and then gave up the 2-run home run, and now has given up a home run, a triple, and a double in that order, all with 2 outs and the bases empty. For Kaiahui, his 74th RBI of the season. Adam Keim will be the hitter. Keim had a 2-run home run in the second.
Second baseman. Number 2, the double player of the game.
4-2 Mavericks here in the bottom of the third inning. Rodriguez peers in, now goes for the glove. High set. A look back at second. The pitch on the way. Keim swings and a high pop-up foul. Out of play to the right, and that ball's headed back up into the stands. No balls and 1 strike. We'll stop the presses, folks. Kansas City leading Oakland 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll keep you posted on that ball game tonight. The Royals with a 19-game losing streak. The 0-1 on the way. Low and away. Bobby Wilson down to his knees to block it. 1 ball and 1 strike. That is a night game in Oakland tonight. It was a 6:05 start. Angels prevailed in their afternoon contest against the Boston Red Sox today. The 1-1 on the way. Keim cannot hold up and goes around. High changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two men out. Away from second base is Kaiahui. Now Rodriguez. A look back at second base. Here's the pitch. Keim takes low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Irvin Santana pitched that ball game. Former Quake Irvin Santana pitching for the Angels today. 2-2, 2 men down. And the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the inning is over. But the Mavericks do the damage here. They get a 2-out home run, triple, and double. That posts 2 more runs on the board. We head to the 4th. Our score, Mavericks 4, Quakes 2.
Gary just got vision on his Sprint PCS phone.
Yeah, it's great. I can watch baseball on Sprint TV. I can get on the internet for baseball scores. I can talk baseball with my friends. But I use it for other stuff, too.
What would that be?
I can watch basketball.
Sprint PCS Vision is full of easy and amazing things you'll really use. Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
Sprint PCS Vision is available on Sprint PCS Vision phones activated on a Sprint PCS service plan. Additional charges and restrictions apply. See store for details.
The 2005 minor league regular season is winding down, so don't miss out on your chance to see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga as the Quakes host the Lake Elsinore Storm the week of August 26th through 28th. Join us on Friday, August 26th, as the first 1,000 fans receive Angels lenticular cups. On Saturday, August 27th, take in the Harley-Davidson postgame fireworks show. The final Sunday home game of the season is August 28th, and the Quakes want to make sure the kids go back to school in style with a lunchbox giveaway presented by Silverback Express.
3-2, 2 men down. Runner goes at first. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a high fastball. Strike 3. The ball game is over.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at just $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com. Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
And the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes have pulled out a come-from-behind victory.
Here's Brandon Wood leading it off, top of the 4th inning. The Quakes down 4-2. First pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Brandon Wood, his first at bat tonight, grounded out to third. The 1-0 on the way from Patrick Green, and there's a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way, and that ball is in there for a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mavericks with 2 in the second, 2 in the third. 1-2 to count. Here's the kick and the pitch on the way. And Wood swings and misses. Strike 3. 1 man down, and Matt Polly will be the batter. Wood is now 0 for 2. Polly is the DH tonight. Walked and scored on the Wilson home run in the second. That's the only hit so far for the Quakes. They have a couple of walks against Green. Here's the pitch on the way, and that ball is low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Matt Polly. Here's the pitch on the way. Polly takes a called strike. 1-1. Green, feet apart on the rubber. Kicks. Here's the 1-1 home, and that ball is low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Patrick Green, who pitched in the Midwest League at the start of the season, deals the 2-1 on the way, swinging a fisted pop-up to second. Kime comes in. He's going to put it away for the out. 2 men down. Here comes Cliff Remillard.
22. Cliff Remillard.
His last start was at Petco Park in San Diego, where he limited the Lake Elsinore Storm to just 2 runs on 6 hits in his 6 innings of work. The Mavericks played at Petco a week ago, what would be tomorrow. First pitch to Remillard is a low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch on the way, low and inside. 2-0 to count. 2 men down, base is empty. Here's the pitch home. Remillard swings a chopper to first. Fielded by Kaihui. He calls off Green. He'll take it to the bag for the putout. Inning over. Quakes go 1-2-3 here as Green has retired 8 in a row. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-2 Mavericks.
Have you ever wanted to host your own radio talk show? How about be a DJ? Play your kind of music, your style. Or are you a business owner? Maybe you want people to know more about your business. Well, KWRM 1370 AM is the answer. Well, after all, you're listening to us right now, aren't you? KWRM 1370 covers all of the Inland Empire and all of Orange County as well, plus parts of Long Beach and Covina. Imagine being able to tell people you host your own talk show or you're a DJ. And the best part, you keep all the money that you sell from your commercials. No experience is necessary. We'll even train you. Call today. You can be on the air as early as this week. 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. KWRM 1370, covering all of Inland Empire and Orange County.
Pressed for time? Gotta get something good for the family and real quick? Think Chipotle. For gourmet meals on the run, Chipotle Mexican Grill is famous for their huge portions. Plus, it's fresh. Fresh gourmet burritos and tacos prepared the way you like it. Nothing processed or frozen. Plus, their recipes are created by a classically trained chef. No, not that type of classical, but it will be music to your mouth when you bite into a Chipotle burrito stuffed with 17 different ingredients and marinated in their famous Chipotle adobo sauce. And for those of you who like to eat healthy, skip the tortilla and have a burrito bowl because they get fresh veggies delivered every day. Add some lettuce and homemade guacamole, and you've got a salad fiesta. Chipotle has a brand new location in Norco, or for one nearest you, visit their website at chipotle.com. Chipotle, where their burritos let you cover all 4 food groups in one single bite, and fast food that is not only healthy and fresh, but you can eat it with your hands. Chipotle, now open in Norco on Hamner between 1st and 2nd Street, or find a location nearest you at chipotle.com. That's Chipotle, CHIPOTLE.com.
Moving along to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mavericks 4, Quakes 2. Patrick Green, we were telling you he started for the Mavericks. They defeated Lake Elsinore at Petco Park last Sunday when they completed a sweep at Lake Elsinore. And the Storm play one game there that follows the Padres. That's who they follow. Here is Bernard Stevens to lead it off. They follow a Padres Sunday home game. And the first pitch to Stevens, swinging a ground ball into right field and a base hit. Stevens, who flied to center in the second, is now on with a single. The batter is Adam Donaghy. Donaghy flied to right in the second inning. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Mavericks, 2 runs on a hit for the Quakes. Rodriguez back to the glove. A runner away from first. The pitch on the way. Donaghy takes a strike on the outside corner. No one won the count. So the Phillies had beat the Padres that day, and then the two teams, High Desert and Lake Elsinore, got together right after that. Runner bluffs at first. Pitches down low. Stevens off the bag. Retreats back. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. The Angels will won their game today 4-2 over Boston. Irvin Santana got the win. He's now 7-5. He had a great outing. Arroyo took the loss. Here's the pitch on the way. There's a strike. 1-2. Francisco Rodriguez with his 28th save. The Angels at one point led 4-0 after 7 innings. 1-2 the count, but they won it. There was a Saturday Fox game of the week. Now a turn and a throwback over to first. Stand back safely as Stevens. You have to keep an eye on Stevens. He will take off 11 stolen bases in 14 attempts. 1-2 the count. Now here's Rodriguez. And another throwback over to first. Back safely is Stevens. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning in Oakland. It's 2-1 Kansas City. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch home to Donaghy. Inside, 2-2. Dodgers, in their ball game today, win on the road at Florida 11-6. This sends the win for the Dodgers below the loss for the Marlins. Sánchez the save. 2-2 the count. Runner from first. Here's the pitch home. Rodriguez deals a chopper to Brandon Wood at short. He fields. He goes to Leahy at second. Leahy's long throw back to first. It's high, and Remele catches it, and he keeps the ball from going into the stands as Stevens was bearing down on Leahy. Donaghy is safe at first. The fielder's choice going 6-4. Brandon Wood had to field that on 2 hops, and he backed up on it, had to field it on 2 hops to his right. And that extra hop and the weight on that hop is probably the reason, and where it was hit was the reason why it wasn't a double play. Here is Brandon Powell. Runner at first, 1 man down. The pitch home off the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Quakes' Ryan Leahy made an outstanding play on Brandon Powell in the 2nd inning. 1-0 the count, 1 man down. Here's the pitch. Swinging a tapper. That's going to roll foul. Back to the on-deck circle. 1 ball and 1 strike. He made an outstanding play on a ball in which he went diving to his backhand side, and he flipped over to Brandon Wood. And Wood flipped back to first to get the out on Powell. That ended the 2nd. Next pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up, third base side, foul territory. Reyes checks his room. In foul territory, on the dirt now. He reaches up, he has room, and he makes the catch, and immediately checks the runner back at first. Reyes was headed back towards the Mavericks relief pitchers sitting in picnic chairs right along the retaining chain link fence here at Mavericks Stadium. Once you go down the line, the foul territory kind of angles in towards the line, but it comes at a sharp angle with the bullpen. The bullpen doesn't run exactly parallel with the left field line, but runs at an angle towards the line. And right along outside of that bullpen is the bench where the Mavericks relievers sit. Here's the pitch to Wally Sevilla. It's outside, 1-0. That's right. A couple of steps in front of that is right where Reyes caught the ball. 1-0 the count. 2 men down, the pitch. Ball tails inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at first base, 2 men out. Rodriguez throws home the pitch. Sevilla takes a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Look back at first base. Rodriguez throws the pitch. Sevilla takes low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez ready. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch home. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Donahue at first will be off on the pitch. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Mavericks. 2 runs, 1 hit for the Quakes. Rodriguez gets the sign from Bobby Wilson. He's setting up outside. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes, swinging a chopper to second base. Leahy plays back after the runner crosses in front of him. Throws low to first. Reveille can't pick it out. Headed over to third base on the play is Donahue, and everybody's safe. An error charge to Ryan Leahy at second base. Donahue was already rounding second by the time Leahy had unloaded the ball to first. Here comes Pete Mastralis. Mastralis hit a comebacker to the pitcher in the first, grounded over to first base with Rodriguez covering in the third. Two men down, runners at the corners. Rodriguez to the glove. Time is called. Now Mastralis, pesky left-handed hitter, standing outside of the box. 2 men out. He's talking with the plate umpire, Jesse Redwine. Right now, Rodriguez standing back behind the mound. I think he's waiting for Mastralis to get in the box. Let's go. 2 men down. I don't know why Redwine was letting Mastralis stand out of the box so long. 2 men down. Here's the pitch on the way. Mastralis takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Middle infielders play back. Outfield playing Mastralis straight away. 1-0 the count. 2 men down. Here's the pitch on the way, and that ball is a breaking ball low and outside. 2-0 the count. Now time is called. Mastralis, just as Rodriguez was going into his stretch, asked for time. Two and 0 the count. Rodriguez ready. He throws the pitch. Swing and a foul. Out of play. Off to the left. Two and 1 down to Mastralis. 4-2 Mavericks. Bottom of the 4th inning. Now time again is called. Mastralis simply cannot get settled in the box. 2 and 1, 2 men down. Rodriguez ready. Here's the pitch. Instead, a fake to third and a look back to first. Nothing doing. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 men down. Here's Rodriguez. He throws home now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. In that ball game in Oakland tonight, Barry Zito is on the mound for the A's. It's now moved to the top of the 7th inning, 2-1 in favor of Kansas City. 2 and 2, 2 men down. Rodriguez throws home the pitch. Low in the dirt. Wilson blocks it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Sevilla will be off on the pitch. Three and 2, 2 men down. Sevilla away from first. Donahue from third. There goes Sevilla. The pitch on the way. Reach for line right to third to Ivan Reyes. He makes the catch, inning over. And Mostralis is 0 for 3 on the night. 1 hit and air, 2 men left on. Heading to the 5th inning. It's 4-2 High Desert.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
Cool. Nice floating by a pontoon boat.
Are there girls on there?
Yeah, those are girls.
Are they hot?
Yeah, and they're really tan. I think he's in a casino now.
Are the girls with him?
They're blowing on his dice. Nice, he won.
Good. He owes me money.
They're in a nightclub now.
Whoa.
Knee-deep in females.
Yeah, that never happens when we're with them.
Hello?
Hey, man, you guys should have come down here. Oh, hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun.
I don't want to know what that is.
For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
You're listening to Quakes Baseball on AM 1370, KWRM, Corona.
This is Todd Borkman, manager of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. Featuring an executive conference center, a lecture hall with surrounding breakout room, the Marriott is your place for your next meeting or seminar. Looking for a place to host a wedding ceremony, reception, or how about that class or family reunion? The Marriott features ballroom space for up to 500 people. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Hope Boulevard, right off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2005 Quakes on the radio.
After 4 innings, our score, it's 4-2 Mavericks. And the Quakes have had 8 men retired in a row since the Bobby Wilson home run that gave them a 2-0 lead in the 2nd inning. And here comes Bobby Wilson up to the plate with 11 home runs and now 63 RBIs on the year.
And the Mavericks, thank you.
On the mound tonight, Patrick Green.
Catcher, number 27, Bobby Wilson.
The Mavericks are 2-2 in Green starts. When he faced the Quakes at the Epicenter, back earlier this month, he did not allow an earned run over 8 innings. Here's the pitch on the mound, on the way from Green, and it's a low and away to Bobby Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes. Green had the Quakes a number that night. 1-0 the count. Here's the next pitch on the way. Wilson swings and fouls it off to the right and out of play. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Wilson swings and rolls it to short. Fielded by Sanchez. Sanchez throws to first in time to get Wilson for the out.
Right fielder.
1 man down. Here is Blake Balcom. Patrick Green wears the high black socks. He is obsessed, absolutely obsessed with covering up the rubber when he is on the mound. First pitch to Balcom is a swing and a foul back to the screen. 0-1 the count. 1 man down. Green holds the ball down to his side. Now winds and throws, and the next pitch on the way, tails low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 man down. Here's the windup and the pitch, and another breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and a strike. 1 man out. Here's Green home. The pitch on the way. Balcom swings at a breaking ball and bounces it foul back into the Quakes dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 1 man down. Green ready. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a foul. Back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Green comes home. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swinging a high fly ball down the right field line, back up onto the berm. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mavericks in their home whites tonight. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Balcom is out. Well, he stayed heavy with off-speed pitches there to Blake Balcom. 4 strikeouts. Here comes Ivan Reyes. Ivan Reyes struck out swinging in the second. Reyes steps into the box, tugs right at the bill of the batting helmet. 2 men down. Here's the pitch home to Reyes. And Reyes swings in a chopper foul right back to the screen. And the count 0-1. Green has now retired 10 in a row since the home run. Here's the pitch on the way to Reyes. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Last night, the Quakes hit a spot in the ball game where they had a total of 13, they had 13 in a row retired. And in the next pitch, Reyes swings and misses strike 3, and that ends the inning. And 19 of the last 20 Quakes batters were retired to end the game. That's the 5th strikeout for Green. We move along to the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score, Mavericks 4 and the Quakes 2.
Suddenly find yourself craving a Mountain Dew? You're a Pepsi guy and she's all about Diet Pepsi? Then drink your daily dose of carbonation at the Circle K Thirst Buster fountain. Whatever brand you're after. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Dr. Pepper, Circle K keeps it ice cold and ready to go. Of course, Circle K can complement your great tasting Thirst Buster soda with chips, pretzels, candy, hot dogs, beef jerky, or maybe a sandwich. Just about any food you feel like, Thirst Buster can wash it down. Whatever kind of soda you can find yourself in the mood for, Thirst Buster soda fountain's got it. Ice cold and ready to go. Circle K. What else do you need?
It's a hot, sunny day. You've worked hard all week. All you want to do is take a dip in your pool and unwind. Unfortunately, your pool needs some repairs. You haven't called Monarch Pool Replastering. Monarch offers complete swimming pool repair and service, as well as year-round maintenance. If your pool's in need of repair, call Javier Vargas at 909-263-3809. That's 909-263-3809. Monarch Pool Replastering, because there's nothing worse than having a pool and not being able to use it.
Omaha Jack's Grill House and Brewery is open just north of the Epicenter in Mozzie Plaza. Come in for outstanding food featuring great steaks, fresh seafood, and roasted prime rib. Not to mention an in-house brewery and live entertainment. Quakes fans, show your ticket stub after a ball game and receive 10% off. Can't make it in after the game? Then stop in before for great steaks. Or how about a great place to meet for lunch? Lunch specials start at just $5.99. Omaha Jack's, a home run away from the Epicenter.
For 4.5, it's 4-2 Mavericks, and this one is having a familiar tone to how last night's ball game evolved, although it is not a huge lead built up by High Desert as they had built up a 7-run lead. The tone that has been said right now is the Quakes offense. They have been retired a total of 11 in a row since hitting a home run. That was Bobby Wilson back in the second inning. Chris Coughlin had come into the relief last night's ball game and retired all 12 hitters he had faced. And 19 of the final 20 Quakes to come up and hit last night were retired. So now, the Quakes with just 1 hit so far through 5 innings trail 4-2. Ángel Sánchez will lead it off for High Desert as Rodriguez goes back to the mound. And the first pitch on the way to Sánchez is taken for a strike, 0-1. Rodriguez ran into a speed bump back in the second and third innings. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Sánchez, 1 for 2, had a home run in the third. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss in the dirt. Ball's picked up by Wilson, and he throws this one down to first. It's off the bag. Remele fields it and then gets back up on the bag and just gets to Sánchez. Here is Chris Labansky, who grounded to second in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Or actually, he didn't double and score. He tripled and scored. He scored on a double. 1 man down. Here's Rodriguez, the pitch home. Labansky takes in the dirt. Back to the screen. 1 ball, no strikes. 4-2 High Desert, bottom of the 5th. Rodriguez is set. Now he winds and throws the pitch. Levansky swings at a high fly ball to right center field. Balcom coming in, and now backpedals a step to reach up, and he makes the catch. 2 men down. And here comes Kila Kayahue. She caught up on some out-of-town scores in the California League tonight. Lancaster, who lost to Bakersfield at home last night, hosting the Bakersfield Blaze. Tonight, again in Lancaster. Here's Kayahue, and the first pitch on the way is blowing inside, 1-0. It's 7-2, Lancaster, top of the fourth. Bakersfield scored a run in the top of the third to go ahead 2-1, and then Lancaster came back with 6 in the bottom of the inning. Here's the pitch on the way, off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. San Jose, they start their games earlier on Saturdays, and they finished off Modesto 7-2 tonight. Next pitch on the way, swinging a bouncer foul wide of first and down the right field line. 2 balls, 1 strike. Inland Empire visits Visalia, and it's 3-1 Visalia. Top of the third inning down at Recreation Park. Stockton 5, Lake Elsinore 3, bottom of the third at the diamond. 2-1, 2 men down. Here's the pitch home to Kayahue off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here it is 4-2 Mavericks, bottom of the fifth. 3-1. Rodriguez comes home. The pitch on the way, blowing in, ball 4. It is now the third consecutive inning in which Rodriguez, with 2 outs, has allowed a base runner. 2 outs and the base is empty in the third inning, and the Mavericks are struck for 2 runs. We did not give up a run in the fourth, although an error is what extended the inning with 2 outs. But now here's Kime. Kime had a 2-run home run in the second, struck out swinging in the third. Here's the pitch home. Right-hander looks at a called strike, 0-1. Not a tall second baseman in Kime. And he has belted and muscled out 20 home runs this year, or 21 home runs now on the year for High Desert. The 0-1. Kime swings, pulls that one past the diving Reyes at third, into left field, the base hit. Stopping at second base is Kayahue. First and second base now with 2 men down, and Bernard Stevens is the batter. Stevens flied to center in the second and singled to right center in the fourth. Kime has hit 12 of his home runs, 12 of his 21 home runs at home. Here's Stevens, left-handed hitter up, first and second again, 2 men down. 4-2 Mavericks. Rodriguez, once again in a situation where he is laboring. Here's the pitch home, and Stevens takes in the dirt. The runner breaking for third base. The throw by Wilson down to third. Reyes covering, and out at third is Kayahue, and he was told to stop by Stevens in the box. Of course, he couldn't pick him up. And Kime, who had held up momentarily, initially had held up, then broke for second base. Doesn't matter there, as Kayahue is out 2-5 to end the inning. And so Stevens will pick his at-bat up in the sixth. 1 walk, 1 hit, 1 left. Heading to the sixth inning, it's now the Mavericks 4 and the Quakes 2.
Dog waste left on a lawn or sidewalk is disgusting, especially when left on your lawn. But it doesn't end there. It becomes a public health risk. When it washes away with the rain or a hose off any lawn or street surface and drains directly into the Santa Ana River, carrying harmful bacteria. As a dog owner, you can set a good example by picking up after your pet every time. Your actions will influence your family and your neighbors. Please take the following steps to care for your canine and help protect your neighborhood and public health. Clean up after your dog every time. time. When you grab the leash, grab a bag and have it with you. Take advantage of the complimentary bags offered in dispensers at local parks and use them to dispose of your pet's waste. Make sure you always have extra bags in your car so you are prepared when you travel with your dog. Carry extra bags when walking your dog and make them available to other pet owners who are without. Teach kids how to properly clean up after a pet. Encourage them to throw used bags into the nearest trash receptacle if they are away from home or on a walk. For more pollution prevention tips, please call the City of Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740, extension 4060. 909-477-2740, extension 4060.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever, it's good to play together.
After 5 innings, Mavericks 4, Quakes 2. Coming up to bat is Cody Fuller for the Quakes. Fuller struck out leading off the third against Patrick Green. Quakes with just the one hit so far through 5 innings. Green into his windup, throws, and the pitch on the way to Fuller, low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Patrick Green has had a solid start now to the time in the California League. The next pitch on the way, and Fuller takes a curveball for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Fuller swings, hits that one back up the middle. Diving stop and short by Sánchez. He gets up from the outfield grass, throws to first. Outstanding play in time to get Cody Fuller. 1 man down here in the top of the 6th. Looks like the Quakes had a ball that was going to get through there, and Fuller, who runs well, was thrown out on the play. The batter is Aaron Peel. For Patrick Green, he's 2-2 in his 4 starts. His longest was the 8-inning performance in the Cal League against the Quakes. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there, strike 1, 0-1. Green. Here's the next pitch, a swing and a miss. 0-2. Green has walked 5. He's walked actually 2 tonight, but he's walked now 7 and has struck out 32 overall in the year. The 0-2 on the way in the dirt. Ball scoots away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7 walks. 32 strikeouts. In 32 2/3 innings. 1-2 on the way. Peel swings and misses, strike 3. 2 men down. Coming up is Ryan Leahy. Leahy grounded to short in the first. He also Leahy hit into a double play in the first. Grounded to short in the third. Green winds and throws, and the pitch on the way. Leahy takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Green feet apart on the rubber. Now he throws home. Next pitch on the way. Rides inside. Two and 0 the count. Green pitched just last year in Idaho Falls. It's just his 2nd professional season as Leahy looks at a called strike 2-1. From Alpharetta, Georgia. Next pitch, swinging a tapper. Back over towards third. Coming in is Sevilla on the grass. Charges, fields, throws, and gets Leahy inning over. And another 1-2-3 inning retired by the Mavericks staff of the Quakes lineup. We head to the home half of the 6th inning. High Desert leads it 4-2.
Are you fed up with the rising cost of cable? Want the same digital picture quality at a fraction of the price? Well, make the move to Dish Network today, the nation's leading provider of satellite television. Dish Network has been in business for over 25 years and has more customers and lower prices than DirecTV. How about our basic service starting as low as just $19.99 a month? No matter where you're at nationwide, they're offering a free 4-room system with free equipment, free installation, and best of all, free TiVo. So you can pause and record live television, never miss that movie or your favorite show again, and skip through all the commercials. Dish Network's technicians are licensed, bonded, and insured, so the job will get done right the first time. If it breaks or if you move, they can take care of you for free as well. Ask us how to receive $12 a month off your monthly bill for an entire year or get free HBO and Showtime. What are you waiting for? Cable and DirecTV to keep raising their prices? Call an authorized Dish Network dealer today at 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. Dish Network.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
To the bottom of the 6th inning with our score, High Desert 4 and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 2. Bernard Stevens will lead it off for High Desert. He was at the plate when the 5th inning came to an end. A ball that was in the dirt in front of Bobby Wilson that he kept in front of him. He picked it up and threw out Kila at third base for the final out of the inning. A big base running blunder there by Kayahui. Now here comes Stevens, and Stevens is... he's always dangerous, but not quite as dangerous with the bases empty as he is with runners at first and second. The Quakes, who were retired 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 6th inning, they have been retired tonight. And in order, here's the pitch on the way to Stevens. He takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes. They have been retired in order the last 4 innings. And the Quakes have had 14 men retired in a row since Wilson had the lone hit of the night. The 1-0 on the way. In there for a strike. 1-1 the count. 9 of the last 12 innings, the Quakes have been retired in order, going back to the 4th inning last night. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Stevens takes a called strike 2. 1-2, and they have scored just once. Or just a couple of runs, 2 runs to be exact, in the last 12 innings. That was the 2-run home run earlier tonight by Bobby Wilson. Rodriguez goes back to the glove. 1-2 the count to Stevens. Now Rodriguez drops down and throws home. The 1-2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball foul. Off to the left and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to count. Here's the pitch on the way. That ball tails off the plate. Two and 2 to count. Here's the next pitch on the way. Down low. Ball scoots to the backstop. 3-2. And when you go back to 2 nights ago, and even back to 3 nights ago, the Quakes right now have been retired in order in 19 of their last 25 innings at the plate. 3-2 on the way. Come back to right to Rodriguez. He fields it about waist height and throws to first, and Stevens is out. 1 man down here in the bottom of the 6th. Yet, in this one, they trail just by 2. 4-2 Mavericks. Donahue flied to right. In the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. He is 0 for 4. 1 man down. Here's the pitch on the way to Donahue. Check swing and a roller up along the first base line and foul. 0-1 the count. The Quakes will have Brandon Wood, Matt Polly, and Cliff Remolay in the top of the 7th inning. Quakes baseball tonight is being brought to you in part by Charter Media. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked on Charter HD TV today. 0-1 the count to Donahue. Here's the pitch home from Rodriguez. Donahue looks at that ball. It goes low and away. Skips low and away to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good crowd on hand, probably even a little bit bigger than we had last night. Last night there was 3,091 in attendance. They had a kids club, type of a carnival set up as we had arrived at the ballpark today. Next pitch low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th, 4-2 High Desert. Here's the 2-1 on the way to Donahue. Swinging a high fly ball, right center field. Fuller moving over in right center, off to his left. He's there, and he makes the catch. 2 men down. Here comes Brandon Powell. Well, in this ballpark, you really have to assume that any ball that's hit in the air, you hear the reaction of the fans, is going to have a chance of getting out of the ballpark. They're now in the bottom of the 8th in Oakland with the score Kansas City 2, Oakland 1. 2 men down. Here's Powell. Ground out and a foul pop-up to third. Rodriguez throws. Swinging a fly ball out to deep left center field. Fuller on the move. On the move. At the track. Looking up. And that ball is gone. A home run for Brandon Powell. It caromed off an equipment shed and back onto the field. It's Powell's 16th home run of the year. And it's now 5-2 Mavericks. High Desert has stuck with the long ball as their plan of attack in this series so far. And that's 8 home runs by the Mavericks lineup now. And we're not even through the 2nd game. Here's Wally Sevilla. And a 2-out solo home run at that. The pitch home. Sevilla takes low and away. One ball and no strikes. Rodriguez comes home. Here's the 1-0. The pitch. And that ball is down low. 2-0 the count. Rodriguez ready. Here's the 2-0 home. And Sevilla swings at a high pop fly. Down the line at first, Remolay battling through his own relievers in the bullpen. That ball's going to land up off onto the grass. 2-1. Quakes have activity down the right field line in their bullpen and a couple of bullpen guards as well. And Remolay had to kind of move through both of those guys. 2-1, 2 men down. Here's the windup by Rodriguez. Pitch home, swinging a comebacker through the middle into center field. The base hit. Wally Sevilla now 1 for 2. He had reached on an error his last time up. Here is Pete Mostralis. Mostralis is 0 for 3. Now Boykin's coming out of the dugout right now. He's going down to the bullpen. And Rodriguez is going to exit this ball game. Our score 5-2 Mavericks here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Quakes are going to the pen. We'll come back. We'll tell you about the new Rancho Cucamonga pitcher right after this.
Are you fed up with the rising cost of cable? Want the same digital picture quality at a fraction of the price? Well, make the move to Dish Network today, the nation's leading provider of satellite television. Dish Network has been in business for over 25 years and has more customers and lower prices than DirecTV. How about our basic service starting as low as just $19.99 a month? No matter where you're at nationwide, they're offering a free 4-room system with free equipment, free installation, and best of all, free TiVo. So you can pause and record live television, never miss that movie or your favorite show again, and skip through all the commercials. Dish Network's technicians are licensed, bonded, and insured, so the job will get done right the first time. If it breaks or if you move, they can take care of you for free as well. Ask us how to receive $12 a month off your monthly bill for an entire year or get free HBO and Showtime. What are you waiting for? Cable and DirecTV to keep raising their prices? Call an authorized Dish Network dealer today at 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. Dish
Buckley
Network.
has now come on to pitch for the Quakes. Bottom of the sixth inning, Mavericks 5, Quakes 2. And Pete Mistralis will face Buckley here as he inherits one runner. The Mavericks have scored a run in this inning. Buckley has been one of the more reliable relievers out of the bullpen for Rancho Cucamonga. He's 4-4 with a 4.04 ERA in 48 games. 71 in the third innings pitched. 42 walks, 87 strikeouts, and Buckley is holding opposing hitters to a .251 average. He has surrendered 42 walks, has struck out 87 batters. And he's going to face Mistralis. Buckley's last outing came against Visalia, and where he picked up the win in relief back on Tuesday night, struck out 3, retired all 6 hitters he faced. And now Ty Boykin has gone to one of his go-to guys out of the bullpen with Buckley, trying to keep this game right where it is at and get the Quakes into the dugout. They're only down by 3. Here's the first pitch home. Mistralis takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Buckley took the win in relief in that contest. That was the game won by Cody Fuller with the double off the left center field wall in the ninth. That broke a 4-4 tie. Next pitch down low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 men down here. Last half of the 6th inning. Sevilla away from first, held on by Remele. Here's the pitch. That ball is down low. 3 balls and no strikes to count. 2 men out. Buckley is set. Here's the pitch. Mistralis takes a called strike, 3-1. The Quakes trail the season series with High Desert 14-8. They are 3-8 here in Adelanto this year, 5-6 at home. The 3-1 on the way. In there for a called strike, 2. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 men down. Three and 2 the count. Here's Buckley. Set. The pitch on the way. Runner goes. That ball is down low. Ball 4. Sevilla to second base. Mistralis walks. And here comes Ángel Sánchez. He grounded out to short his first time up. Had a home run to center field in the 3rd. And then struck out swinging in the 5th. 2 men down, 1st and 2nd. Buckley, a look back. He throws the pitch. Low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to count to Sánchez. 1-0 the count, 2 men down. Buckley throws the pitch on the way. There's a ball outside. Snap throw down to first, second base. And back safely is Sevilla. Leahy coming in and covering the back. 2 balls and no strikes. Two men down. Buckley throws the pitch. Sánchez swings, hammers one down the left field line into the corner. That ball is on its way. It is a fair ball. It is a 3-run home run for Ángel Sánchez. And the Mavericks have broken this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. Four home runs on the night for the High Desert Mavericks. And Sánchez has 2 of them. And 4 RBIs, and it's now 8-2 High Desert. And the batter is Chris Labansky. A 3-run home run, and you can close the book now on Rafael Rodriguez. Here's the pitch on the way to Labansky, and Labansky takes a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Buckley comes back, and the 0-1 on the way. Labansky takes low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 8-2 Mavericks after they posted a 4 spot here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-1 on the way, down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sanchez with home runs 2 and 3 tonight. The pitch is high, 3-1. More home runs tonight for Sanchez than he had all season. In 117 games, 1 home run. And tonight he has 2. Next pitch down low, ball 4, and another walk. And here comes Eric Bennett. For Sanchez, his RBI total has been pushed up to 57. Kila, who has walked twice tonight, has been on base all 3 times, is going to be the hitter. But first, Bennett is going to talk with Alan Buckley. Fans, Quakes Baseball tonight is brought to you in part by the Xbox, the official gaming console of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The Xbox, now more than ever, it's good to play together. Here comes Kila. Quakes gave up 5 home runs as a staff last night. That was the most. Now they've given up 4 tonight. Here's the pitch to Kaiahue, and it's low and away, 1 ball, no strikes. With the exception of an RBI double in the 3rd, the Mavericks have scored all their runs by the home run ball. 8-2 Mavericks, bottom of the 6th. Buckley throws in the pitch. Kaiahue takes down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Two men down. Labansky away from first, held on by Remele. Here's Buckley home, and the pitch on the way. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Buckley throws the 2-1. Kaiahue takes low and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 men down. Now Buckley to the plate. The pitch is down low, ball 4, and there's another walk. Down to second goes Labansky, and that's the 3rd walk by Buckley in the 4 batters he has faced.
Number 2, the double player of the game, Adam Kime.
Here is Adam Kime, and the 9th man up in the inning for the Mavericks. Affiliates tonight of the Angels and Royals. The Quakes visiting High Desert. 8-2 High Desert. Bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch to Kime. Low and away, 1 ball, no strikes. The line for Rodriguez. And he gives up 6 runs, all earned, in 5 2/3 innings. Next pitch, a swing and a fly ball foul off to the right. That glances right off the top of the overhang roof and back out of the ballpark. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Rafael Rodriguez, 5 2/3 innings. He gives up 6 runs, all earned, on 8 hits. He walks 2, strikes out 2. Now that ball swung on, blooped out into center field, but Fuller is going to get there on a run, and he's going to make the catch, and the inning is over. 9 men up for High Desert here in the 6th inning. 4 runs on the board for the Mavericks on 3 hits. There were 3 walks and 2 left on base. Heading now to the 7th inning, it's 8-2 High Desert.
Gary just got vision on his Sprint PCS phone.
Yeah, it's great. I can watch baseball on Sprint TV. I can get on the internet for baseball scores. I can talk baseball with my friends. But I use it for other stuff, too.
What would that be?
I can watch basketball.
Sprint PCS Vision is full of easy and amazing things you'll really use. Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
Sprint PCS Vision is available on Sprint PCS Vision phones activated on a Sprint PCS service plan. Additional charges and restrictions apply. See store for details.
8-figure contracts? Multi-million-dollar signing bonuses? $1 million incentive clauses? Yes. Professional athletes get paid a lot. But hey, you expect them to. After all, they're in the big leagues. Now, Allstate's in the big leagues, but that doesn't mean you have to pay a lot. In fact, you may be surprised to learn that 7 out of 10 drivers who switched their auto insurance to Allstate said they saved money. And you can always expect great service, even if your Allstate agent happens to pull a hamstring playing softball. Big league insurance for less. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
After 6, 8-2 Mavericks. Quakes baseball tonight being brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. Allstate Insurance, a proud sponsor of Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball on the radio. To find out how much you can save, contact your local Allstate agents, Diane Combs in Ontario at 986-1257 or the Hagee Insurance Agency in Rialto at 820-7373. Again, that's Diane Combs in Ontario at 986-1257 or the Hagee Insurance Agency in Rialto at 820-7373. First pitch to Brandon Wood is a breaking ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the windup and the next pitch on the way. Wood swings at a high pop fly. Foul territory. First base side. That ball is going to be back up into the bleachers. Back up into the chairback seats, I should say, behind the Quakes dugout. 1-1. So now Rancho Cucamonga in a position where they need to put things together here, and they have a lot of catching up to do. They've dropped the first game of this series. They're 4.5 out. They're looking at the possibility of going 5.5 out, and now Wood swings and misses in the count 1-2. And their best bet to get into the playoffs is the division championship of the second half. 1-2 the count to Wood. The pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit to center. Lebansky going back. It's over his head, and it's going to the wall on a hop. And Brandon Wood is around first, and he is into second base, and he has himself a leadoff double here in the top of the 7th.
Designated hitter, number 35, Matt Hawley.
And now the batter is Matt Hawley. Hawley walked in the second, popped out to second in the 4th. Here's the pitch home. Hawley swings, hits a fly ball, left center field. Mastralis over to his left. He's there. He makes the catch. Hawley hit that one deep, but it's caught, and Brandon Wood holds up. 1 man out. Here comes Cliff Remillé. Remillé was certainly an ingredient in the lineup that they were missing when he left. Remillé, who played not only first base but played the outfield. And Remillé, who had hurt his ankle in the outfield, leaping for a fly ball that turned into a home run ball right up against the left center field wall. Now 1 man down, the pitch home. Remillé swings in a chopper to first, and it's handcuffed a little bit by Kayahue. He stays with it and flips over to Green. The pitcher covering the bag in time to get Remillé. 2 men down, and making it over to third base is Brandon Wood. Wood's base hit breaks up the stretch of 14 consecutive Quakes to reach base. We had told you prior to this inning, the Quakes have been retired in order in 9 of their last 12 innings and 16 of the last 25. Here's the pitch to Bobby Wilson. Wilson on a check swing, a foul back to the screen, and that one ran in on the hands. He tried to bend out of the way of that ball. 0-1 the count for Bobby Wilson. He had the 2-run home run in the second. His 2-run home run in the second, and Wood's double here, the only hits of the night for the Quakes. They've had 2 other base runners by way of a walk. The 0-1 on the way. Wood Wilson swings and taps it foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Here in the 7th inning. Green has faced just 3 over the minimum at this point. 0-2, 2 men down. Green to the glove, now throws. The 0-2 on the way. Fastball up high. Wilson lays off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men down. Green throws home. The 1-2 on the way. Up and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Green ready. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Wilson swings and chops it foul. Back into the dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful full moon rising down the right field line in foul territory beyond the berm. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Wilson swings. It's a shot past Sevilla down the left field line. That's a base hit. And Brandon Wood will score, and Bobby Wilson will pull into second base with a double. And Wilson with his 3rd RBI of the night. He's now 2 for 3. He hammered that ball off of Green. And it's now 8-3 High Desert. And the batter is Blake Balcom. Balcom fly to left in the 2nd. Struck out swinging in the 5th. 8-3 Mavericks, top of the 7th. Pitch on the way, low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Mavericks open it up with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. So now Rancho Cucamonga trying to come right back. 1-0 the count, 2 men down. Here's the pitch home. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Wilson in scoring position. A base hit could bring in another run for Rancho. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Blocked by Donaghy. 2 balls and 1 strike. They're now headed into the bottom of the 9th inning in Oakland. And Kansas City leading the A's 2-1. And the Royals trying to snap their 19-game losing streak. They're 3 outs away from doing it. The 2-1 on the way. Swinging the foul right back to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 men down. Two and 2 the count. Green steps off of the rubber again. Balcom steps out of the box. Now he's back in. Green holds that glove up near the letters. Pauses the hands out away from the chest. Now throws the 2-2 on the way. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike 3. The inning is over. Quakes pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave a man. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Mavericks 8 and the Quakes 3.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hello, Best Western.
Hi, I'd like to book a room.
Sure, for how long?
5 months, so 161 days.
161 days?
Yep, don't want to miss out on any bobbleheads.
Wow, I guess so.
Actually, they're not for me, though. They're for my son.
I'm sure they are.
Stay at any Best Western in California, Nevada, and Hawaii between April 7th and September 15th and ask for the baseball rate. You'll get up to 25% off your stay and get a free limited edition bobblehead. Give a Major League star in their minor league uniform with each stay. Log on to TravelBestWestern.com for additional terms or call 1-800-WESTERN. Guests must register in advance and quantities are limited.
Seventh inning stretch tonight is brought to you in part by Silverback Extreme, the bad boy energy drink, as Alan Buckley stays into the ballgame as we move to the bottom of the seventh inning. It's 8-3 High Desert, and the Mavericks will send up against Buckley. They'll send up Stevens, Donahue, and Powell. We'll keep you posted as to what's going on in Oakland. The Mavericks' parent club, the Kansas City Royals, trying to snap a 19-game losing streak. The American League record is 21 games. Now here's Stevens to lead it off. That was by the Baltimore Orioles back in 1988. Here's the pitch to Stevens, and Buckley deals outside, and the count 1-1 and no strikes. Stevens fly to center in the second, single to right in the fourth, and hit back to the pitcher in the sixth. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. 1-1 strike. And nobody out. Buckley pitched and finished off the sixth inning. He walked 3. He gave up a 2-run home run, or a 3-run home run. 2 of the runs were charged to him, though, as the next pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. That is when the Mavericks broke it open by getting their 4 runs, and at that time it was 8-2. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Stevens swings and lines that one left field, the base hit. Stevens 2 for 4 now. Here comes Adam Donahue. Donahue is 0 for 3. Fly to right in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. Fly to center in the sixth. Tomorrow, remember folks, tomorrow's broadcast time is a 5 o'clock broadcast time. We'll be on the air with the first pitch at 5:05, but 5 o'clock is our broadcast start time. Kevin Jepson will start for the Quakes. Right-hander John Gray, one of the better right-handers in the league. Here's the pitch on the way to Donahue, and that breaking ball comes inside. 1-1, no strikes. One of the better right-handers in the league this year, 11-5 with an ERA at 4.11. He'll start tomorrow night for the Mavericks. 1-0, the pitch on the way, and Donahue takes a called strike, 1-2. And so the situation looks like this for the Quakes. They've got 2 innings to make up 5 runs and not allow the Mavericks to score any more runs. Here's the next pitch on the way. Ball comes inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Away from first is Stevens. Held on by Remolay. Now Buckley turns and throws back over to first. And back is Stevens. Quakes have 2 innings to make up 5 runs. Otherwise, they fall 5.5 back of High Desert. And then tomorrow, we'll face their best pitcher, with already down in the series 2-0. The next pitch is down low, 3 balls and no strikes. In Lancaster, it's now 7-5 Jethawks, leading Bakersfield, bottom of the 5th. 3-1. The runner goes at first. The pitch is a swing and a high pop foul. Out of play off to the right. That ball is going to land back up onto the very top of the seats up near the concourse. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good crowd all the way around Maverick Stadium. One solid level of seating that extends one section beyond each dugout, right at the edge of each infield, along the first and third base side. Wraps around. That's the one level as a seating bowl. Runner goes again. 3-2. Swing and a tapper foul. Wide of third and down the line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And then right at the end of the berm along the right field line, right at the edge of the end of the chairback seats where the seating bowl ends, the berm from the right field line extends down. 3-2 the count. Nobody out. Buckley throws the pitch. Runner goes. Pitches in the dirt. Ball 4. And now the first 2 men are on base here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Designated hitter, number 17, Brandon Powell. And
the batter now, Brandon Powell, who was 1 for 3. He had a home run in his last at-bat in the 6th. The thing about the 6th inning, where the Mavericks scored 4 runs, it all came with 2 outs and the bases empty. Here's Buckley to the plate. The pitch. Powell swings and hits one right to first. Backhanded by Remele. Remele thought about second base. Now flips over to Buckley, covering the bag just in time to get Brandon Powell by a step. Buckley off the mound to cover the base. He thought about going to second base, maybe to try and start something, but there was a no play there. 3-1 on the putout. Productive out for Powell because it moves Stevens to third, and it moves Donahue to second. 1 man out. Wally Sevilla, who was 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 6th inning, coming up to the plate. And the Quakes bring the infield a couple of steps back to the grass. Here's the pitch home, and Sevilla looks at that ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. One and 0 the count, 1 man down. Buckley, he's set and throws the pitch on the way. Sevilla takes a called strike, and the count 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 man out. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, it's over in Oakland. And the Kansas City Royals have snapped their 19-game losing streak. The Royals have defeated the A's 2-1. Next pitch on the way is down low in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Kansas City Royals finally get a win. Here's the pitch on the way to Sevilla. Swing and a miss. 2 men down. Strikeout for Sevilla. Strikeout for Buckley. Strikeout on Sevilla. And Sevilla is now 1 for 4. And here comes Pete Mastralis. Mastralis 0 for 3. Walked and scored in the 6th. The pitch home. Mastralis swings and a fister in the hole, fielded by Remele at first. He'll flip underhand to get Buckley get Mastralis with Buckley covering, and the inning is over. Buckley got the left-hander Mastralis to pull that ball to the right side. The Mavericks get a hit and a walk. They strand 2. We head to the 8th inning. It's 8-3, High Desert.
Weekend termites feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers do the walking. Other book, not the other book. Florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, bomb mail, white whale. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers do the walking. Let your fingers do the walking. Not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
This is KWRM Corona.
This is James Russell, hitting coach of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great place to eat, the Ontario Airport Marriott features the D Street Sports Bar and Grill, open daily from 11:30 to 1:30. The Pacific Grill for the fine diner, or stop by the 24-hour Pacific Deli. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Holt Boulevard, right off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2005 Quakes on the Radio.
After 7 innings, it's the Mavericks 8 and the Quakes 3. When you go back to the last time the Royals won a ball game, it was on July 27th. They defeated the White Sox at home 6-5. And July 28th against at Tampa Bay, they lost 10-5, and that started a stretch of 19 consecutive losses for the Kansas City Royals. So with that win tonight for Kansas City, 2-1 over the Oakland A's, the Angels are able to pick up ground on the Athletics in the American League West. Leading it off for the Quakes is Yvonne Arrayas. It's 8-3 Mavericks, top of the 8th inning. And the first pitch on the way is a swing and a high fly ball foul off to the left and out of play. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Gabe De Hoyos is brought on to a pitch for the High Desert Mavericks here in the top of the 8th inning. De Hoyos, a 6-foot, 225-pound right-hander, deals low and away to Reyes. 1 ball, 1 strike. He has the build of looks like a young Mike Fetters. 1-1 the count to Reyes. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quakes need to make up 5 runs. They've got 2 innings to do it. They trail 8-3. They have just 3 hits on the night. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here's the next pitch on the way. Reyes swings and fouls it back to the screen. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. De Hoyos set in the pitch. Swing and a foul. Back to the screen. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And a curveball low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. De Hoyos is 1-0 just in 1 ball game for the Mavericks. 2 innings pitched. And he did not allow, he retired all 6 batters he faced. Now the 2-2 on the way. And Reyes is going to get on base. He singles to left field. 4th hit of the night for the Quakes. And a leadoff single. Reyes hitting 8th in the lineup. Here comes Cody Fuller.
Cody Fuller.
Reyes, who had struck out swinging in his first 2 at-bats, is now 1 for 3. Here's Fuller. He's 0 for 2. De Hoyos throws home. The pitch to Fuller. Breaking ball taken for a called strike on the outside. 0-1 the count. Rancho Cucamonga has action up in the bullpen. As we told you, Emmanuel Santana, who was placed on the disabled list, that was the roster move the Quakes made to make room for Remolay's activation. Next pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emmanuel Santana on the DL with a sprained right middle finger. And Santana is actually going to have surgery on that finger coming up this week. 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. Top half of the 8th inning. Two balls, 1 strike to count. De Hoyos throws, and the pitch on the way. There's a called strike 2. 2-2 the count to Fuller. Aaron Peel in the top of the lineup on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Fuller swings and fouls this one back to the screen. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. De Hoyos throws the pitch. Fuller swings and misses. Strike 3. 1 man out. And the batter is Aaron Peel.
Left fielder, number 12, Aaron Peel.
Peel 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. And then the Quakes hit into a double play right after that. Rancho Cucamonga in need of stringing together some hits here. They've only been able to get 4 so far on the night total. The pitch on the way. Peel swings and fouls it off to the right and out of play. No balls into 1 strike. 1 man down. Peel stands off the plate from the right side. De Hoyos, a high set. He throws the pitch low and away. The ball is blocked by Donahue. Staying at first is Ivan Reyes. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Brian Leahy is the on-deck batter. Mavericks play the infield back. The outfield is playing Peel straight away and deep. In left field, Mestralis is playing extremely deep. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Peel swings, fouls it off to the right, then out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball up high. 2-2. De Hoyos throws home the pitch. Peel, a half swing, and he goes around on the appeal by Shane Alexander, and he's punched out.
Second baseman, number 4.
2 men out. Here is Ryan Leahy, who was 0 for 3. Leahy grounded into a double play in the first, grounded to short in the third, grounded to third in the sixth. Here's the pitch home. Leahy swings, pulls that one left field. Mestralis is playing deep. He's going to play it on a hop. Ryan Leahy has a single. Down to second goes Reyes. 2 men on for the Quakes now. And 2 men out, and the batter is Brandon Wood. 1 swing of the bat here by Wood can change the whole complexion of this ball game. Wood with 36 home runs, 99 RBIs.
Brandon Wood.
He had a double and scored last inning. 1 for 3 tonight. And De Hoyos to the glove. A look back at second. And now he steps off of the rubber and peeks back. Reyes at second base. Leahy at first. 2 men down. De Hoyos is ready. Now another long look, and now he's got the runner at third, or the runner at second. He's going to throw down to third base, and Reyes is out. Reyes had broke, and De Hoyos had gone into a kick, and then he stepped off the rubber. Coming in was Sevilla, the third baseman, to cover the bag, and Reyes is picked off, and it goes 1-5 to end the inning. So an opportunity for Wood to perhaps do some damage here goes away. We now move to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Mavericks 8 and the Quakes 3.
Hello, K1 Sports listeners. This is Roman Valdez, founder of Valdez Entertainment. I personally would like to invite all of you to listen to our newest sizzling sports talk show on all of AM radio, Controversy. Bringing up and tearing apart today's latest sports news and highlights. We're live every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday starting primetime 6 p.m. You can even join the gang, Aaron Toller, Jason Ziggy, and I, by calling in and put your comments on air. I'm looking forward to see what you can bring to the table with us.
Have you ever wanted to host your own radio talk show? How about be a DJ? Play your kind of music, your style. Or are you a business owner? Maybe you want people to know more about your business. Well, KWRM 1370 AM is the answer. Well, after all, you're listening to us right now, aren't you? KWRM 1370 covers all of the Inland Empire and all of Orange County as well, plus parts of Long Beach and Covina. Imagine being able to tell people you host your own talk show or you're a DJ. And the best part, you keep all the money that you sell from your commercials. No experience is necessary. We'll even train you. Call today. You can be on the air as early as this week. 562-843-0460. That's 562-843-0460. KWRM 1370, covering all of Inland Empire and Orange County.
Omaha Jack's Grill House and Brewery is open just north of the Epicenter in Mozzie Plaza. Come in for outstanding food featuring great steaks, fresh seafood, and roasted prime rib. Not to mention an in-house brewery and live entertainment. Quakes fans, show your ticket stub after a ball game and receive 10% off. Can't make it in after the game? Then stop in before for great steaks. Or how about a great place to meet for lunch? Lunch specials start at just $5.99. Omaha Jack's, a home run away from the Epicenter.
Leading it off is Ángel Sánchez, bottom of the 8th inning. Mavericks 8, Quakes 3. With Denny Brower tonight, back in the Corona studios. Jason Anafoyan with you. And here's the pitch to Ángel Sánchez, and it's taken for a strike, 0-1. Glad you can join us on tonight's radio broadcast. Here's the 0-1 on the way to Sánchez, and a breaking ball in there, called strike 2, 0-2. Aaron McKenzie has come on to relieve Alan Buckley. Buckley goes an inning and a third of relief. He gives up 2 runs as the next pitch is blown away, scoots to the backstop. The line on Buckley, an inning and a third of relief. He gives up 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, or 4 walks, and he strikes out a batter. Sánchez, Lubanski, and Kaihue here in the bottom of the 8th for High Desert. Next pitch, swung on and missed as Sánchez went chasing that pitch, low and away. That was a slider there by McKenzie, and a very good one at bat. And Chris Lubanski, who was a 1 for 3 with a walk and a triple and a run coming up to the plate. Well, the first 2 ball games in this series so far have not gone the way the Quakes wanted them to go. And they are putting themselves quickly in a position of having their backs to the wall. The pitch on the way to Lubanski is outside, 1-0. Especially when you look at the fact that they had an opportunity to get back in this one. And the pitch on the way swung on, pulled to Remele at first. Backhanded stop. He'll flip underhand to McKenzie covering the bag, and they got him. And just by a step, McKenzie beats Lubanski. That ball was hit just right up along the baseline, and Remele, who has come off the disabled list tonight, has made a couple of nice plays defensively at first, and he went to his backhand side there, saved extra bases, 2 men down. And Kila Kaihue, who's walked 3 times tonight and has doubled, is coming up. Here's the pitch on the way. Kaihue with a big rip and a miss. No balls and 1 strike to count. Two men down. McKenzie set at the belt. The pitch on the way. Kaihue looks at a breaking ball low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Two men down, bottom of the 8th. Brandon Wood will come back and lead off the top of the 9th. And then Pauly and Remele. 1-1, 2 men down. Here's the pitch on the way. Kaihue takes down low, 2-1. However, Wood coming up trailing by 5 with nobody on, compared to coming up trailing by 5 with 2 men on. There is a big difference. Next pitch is down low. 3 balls and a strike. Bakersfield has gone ahead of Lancaster 8-7 in the top of the 7th. 3-1, 2 outs. The pitch. Kaiahoi takes a called strike 2. And the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two men down. Here's the pitch on the way. Kaiahoi swings, hits one out to center field. Fuller coming in. He's there, makes the catch. Side retired. And a 1-2-3 inning for Aaron McKenzie out of the bullpen here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Brandon Wood will lead it off in the 9th inning. The Quakes are trailing after 8-3.
We at KWRM 1370 know that you have a choice when it comes to sports radio, and we also know that you're in the right place. By airing the local games that matter most to you, KWRM is your Orange County and Inland Empire sports leader. Whether it's professional baseball, college basketball, or high school football, no one delivers the best and exciting local play-by-play like KWRM. Check out our new website at KWRM1370am.com. That's KWRM1370am.com, and thanks for being a part of our all-star lineup.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox now more than ever, it's good to play together.
When enjoying a delicious hot dog at the Epicenter, bring out the best in that hot dog with delicious condiments provided by Hellman's. Whether it's yellow mustard, tomato ketchup, or sweet relish, Hellman's is sure to add that complimentary taste to the ballpark food as the official condiment of the Epicenter. Hellman's also provides Quake fans with barbecue sauce, marinara sauce, or ranch dressing for the finger foods at the park. This season, the Quakes and Hellman's have teamed up to form a winning combination at the concession stand. The next time you're eating at the Epicenter, bring out the best with Hellman's, provided by Unilever Food Solutions, the official condiment provider of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Top of the 9th inning. Here come the Quakes. They're down 8-3. De Hoyos, the right-hander, back out there to pitch to Brandon Wood. He deals down low. 1 ball, no strikes. 8-3 Mavericks, top of the 9th inning. Wood, 1 for 3. Swings and fouls this one off to the right, out of play. 1-1. The Quakes, for just the second time this season, have lost 3 consecutive games in as many days in the standings. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way to Wood. Swinging a foul, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They went 2.5, 3.5, and then 4.5 out after last night's ball game over the last 3 days. That is just the second time they've done it this year. They have not lost 4 games in 4 days in the standings ever this year. Next pitch is up high. Breaking ball that sailed out of De Hoyos' hand and went to the backstop above the reach of Donahue, the catcher. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count to Brandon Wood. De Hoyos throws home the pitch. Wood swings, tops it to short. Sánchez fields, backhands, throws him, got him. 1 man down. Here comes Matt Pauley.
Designated hitter, number 35, Matt Pauley.
Pauley walked and scored in the second, popped out the second and the fourth, flied to left in the 7th. Pauley, tonight's designated hitter. De Hoyos goes to the glove. The pitch home. Pauley takes inside. 1 ball and no strikes. One man down. The pitch home. Pauley breaks his bat. A little floater, and it's short hopped by Kaiahoi at first, and he gets it, and then he steps on the bag, but is actually ruled to have been caught in air. He had stepped on the bag anyway, just in case, so he did not short hop that ball. He had gloved it just before it hit the dirt, and it goes as a pop-up. 2 men down here in the top of the 9th inning, and the batter is Cliff Remolay, and that's where this ball game is left up to. And the score, Mavericks 8, Quakes 3. Quakes had a 2-0 lead. They have scored first in the first two games of this series, in each of the first two games, and now are facing the possibility of going 0-2. And the first pitch to Remele, swing and a foul off to the left and out of play. No balls and a strike. The Quakes are 3-6 at Inland Empire this year, 3-6 at Lancaster. But this is the park that they have had the least amount of success in. Here's the next pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-2. They have a win in every park this year. Have not been swept, or lost every game in a park. Here's the 0-2 on the way to Remele. Swinging a chopper right back off of De Hoyos. It ricochets back towards second. Picked up by Kime, and he throws to first just in time to get Remele on a bang-bang play. The ball game is over, and the High Desert Mavericks have taken the first two games of this series, and they have pushed the Quakes 5.5 back in the California League Southern Division race. And the Quakes muster up just 3 runs on 5 hits tonight. And the losing streak after a season-long or a season-high 5-game winning streak, the losing streak drops or extends now to 4 games. And not at the time the Quakes had wanted. Final score, Mavericks 8. Quakes 3. We'll come back. We'll get you the totals of this one right after this.
In baseball, there are day games, night games, and even the occasional twilight doubleheader. But you'll never see a first thing in the morning game. That's because mornings are for Farmer John. Whether it's delicious hardwood smoked bacon, savory sausage, or juicy ham steaks, they're all made fresh right here in the Southland. There's even Farmer John quick serve bacon and sausage. It's ready in seconds. So share your afternoons and evenings with the Quakes. But mornings are for you and Farmer John. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
Tickets at the Epicenter for individual games start as low as $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Tickets can be purchased one of 3 easy ways. Over the phone at 909-481-5252, online at rcquakes.com, or in person at the Quakes ticket office. Ticket office hours at the Epicenter are Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On game days, the ticket office stays open from 10 a.m. until the 7th inning of each game. Get your Quakes tickets today.
Let's run down the totals in tonight's ball game. The High Desert Mavericks, who take game 2 of this series, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The Quakes, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They stranded 2 men on base. The winning pitcher in tonight's ball game is Patrick Green. He is now 3-2 on the year. The loss goes to Rafael Rodriguez. He's 3-3 on the season. Home runs in tonight's ball game for the Quakes. Bobby Wilson hit his 11th home run of the year. Adam Kime hit his 21st. Ángel Sánchez, who had hit just 1 home run in the first 117 games, hits home run number 2 and 3 on the year. Brandon Powell hit his 16th home run of the season. Time of tonight's ball game, 2 hours, 19 minutes in front of a crowd of 3,898. A sellout here at Mavericks Stadium. Now for my studio coordinator, Denny Brower. This is Jason Anaforian, inviting you to stay tuned next. The Yellow Book USA postgame show coming up. Final score, Mavericks 8, Quakes 3. Postgame show following right after these messages.
13-13 on the bottom of the 9th. Zimmerman to the plate. Pick and swings, hits that one into the glove of Remele at first. He steps on the bag. Double play. How about that? And we are going to extra innings.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball has been brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Galeano Winery, the City of Rancho Cucamonga Waste Management, Red Roof Inn, Charter Media, Chipotle, Farmer John's, Unilever Food Solutions, the X-Parks, Yellow Book USA, and Omaha Jets. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the defending American League Western Division champion Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next.
Remele drawn in at first. He goes to his backhand side, just continues his stride. There was nothing Ramos could do. He was doubled off.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Not the other book. Posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, bomb there, wide well. Take a look and you'll see. The other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
The Angels of Tomorrow are in action today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes host the rival Inland Empire 66ers Friday, July 22nd and Saturday, July 23rd. Following Friday night's game, Macy's presents a fireworks show, and the first 1,000 fans to the ballgame on Saturday receive a Tremor Bank presented by Vineyard Bank. The Quakes will remain home July 25th through 29th as the Superstars cap off the home stand with their only visit to the Epicenter this season, Friday night, July 29th.
Zimmerman to the plate. Pick and swings, hits that one into the glove of Riverlay at first. He steps on the bag. Double play.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at just $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com. Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
How about that? And we are going to extra innings.
Back here tonight at Adelanto, where the kids right now are running the bases. The Quakes dropping this one to the High Desert Mavericks, 8-3. We'll get to more of that ball game in just a moment. But first, let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard as the High Desert Mavericks dealing the Quakes a tough defeat. Let's check the rest of the scores in the California League Southern Division. The Lancaster Jethawks at home tonight hosting the Bakersfield Blaze. That's a commuter trip for those two teams, as Bakersfield won last night's ball game. Tonight, they have moved to the bottom of the eighth inning. Bakersfield holding on to an 8-7 lead. In San Jose tonight, San Jose downs Modesto 7-2. Visalia at home leading Inland Empire 5-2, top half of the seventh inning. And the Stockton Ports and the Lake Elsinore Storm, they're going at it tonight. Indeed, down at the Diamond. 5 innings in the books, and it's 13-8 Stockton. Now to the out-of-town scoreboard in the American League, where the Angels were 4-2 winners at home today over the Boston Red Sox. Former Quake Irvin Santana with the win. He's 7-5. Arroyo takes the loss for the Red Sox, and Francisco Rodriguez with his 28th save of the year for the Halos. 4-2, Angels win. They gain a game on the Oakland A's because the Kansas City Royals snapped their 19-game losing streak tonight in Oakland. 2-1 over the A's. The Royals with 2 runs in the top of the fourth inning to come back off of a 1-0 Oakland lead. Wood the win for Kansas City. Zito the loss for the A's. McDougal his 16th save for the Royals. It's their first win since June 27th. Elsewhere in the American League, the Yankees, it's their first win, I beg your pardon, since July 27th. Still a long time. The Yankees beat the White Sox 5-0. Sean Chacon the win. Orlando Hernandez the loss for the White Sox. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays 4-2 winners at home over Texas. Cleveland downs Baltimore 6-1. In 13 innings tonight, Detroit prevails over Toronto 3-2. And the Seattle Mariners in 10 innings beat the Twins 8-3. In the National League, the Dodgers were 11-6 winners at Florida tonight. Elmer descends the win. Ron Vallone the loss. Sanchez his third save. Lede hit his 7th for the Dodgers. Cabrera his 27th for the Marlins. And Delgado hit his 24th for the Marlins. 11-6, the Dodgers win. San Diego in 13 innings downs the Atlanta Braves with a 5-run top of the 13th. A 7-2 win for the Padres. Rudy Cian has the win, Devine the loss. Olivo and Nady homered for the Padres. Furcal homered for the Braves. The Cardinals down the Giants earlier this afternoon, 4-2. Matt Morris the win, Kevin Correa the loss. Jason Isringhausen his 32nd save. Elsewhere in the National League, Philadelphia at home over the Pirates 6-1. Milwaukee beats Houston 3-2. In 10 innings at Shea Stadium, the Mets win in an exciting one, 9-8 over the Washington Nationals. Arizona beats Cincinnati on the road 6-2, and the Colorado Rockies are 4-2 winners over the Cubs tonight at Wrigley Field. We're coming back to play you some of the highlights of this one. The Quakes dropped Game 2 of this series by the score of 8-3 to the High Desert Mavericks. The postgame show from Adelanto continues right after this.
Gary just got vision on his Sprint PCS phone.
Yeah, it's great. I can watch baseball on Sprint TV. I can get on the internet for baseball scores. I can talk baseball with my friends. But I use it for other stuff, too.
What would that be?
I can watch basketball.
Sprint PCS Vision is full of easy and amazing things you'll really use. Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
Sprint PCS Vision is available on Sprint PCS Vision phones activated on a Sprint PCS service plan. Additional charges and restrictions apply. See store for details.
The 2005 minor league regular season is winding down, so don't miss out on your chance to see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga as the Quakes host the Lake Elsinore Storm the week of August 26th through 28th. Join us on Friday, August 26th, as the first 1,000 fans receive Angels lenticular cups. On Saturday, August 27th, take in the Harley-Davidson postgame fireworks show. The final Sunday home game of the season is August 28th, and the Quakes want to make sure the kids go back to school in style with a lunchbox giveaway presented by Silverback Express.
3-2, 2 men down. Runner goes at first, a pitch, swing and a miss, and a high fastball. Strike 3, the ball game is over.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at just $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com. Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
And the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes have pulled out a come-from-behind victory.
This is Ty Borkman, manager of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great place to eat, the Ontario Airport Marriott features the D3 Sports Bar and Grill, open daily from 11:30 to 1:30. The Pacific Grill for the fine dining, or stop by the 24-hour Pacific Deli. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Holt Boulevard, right off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2005 Quakes on the radio.
Okay, back to you in 3, 2, 1, go ahead.
Tonight in Adelanto, the Quakes, who had struck for 3 home runs early in last night's ball game in a losing effort, tonight would go back to the home run ball. They were facing a previous nemesis in Patrick Green, who had retired the Quakes out over 8 innings and had pitched 8 shutout innings against Rancho Cucamonga in his first start against the Quakes earlier this month. The Quakes coming off of, as we told you, a 3-home run night early on. They jumped out to an early lead, but were unable to keep that early lead last night. After a walk to Matt Polly, Cliff Remele, who was activated off the disabled list today, flied out to right field, and that brought up Bobby Wilson. Wilson, who had one of the home runs last night, as the Quakes hit 3 home runs on the night. Wilson became the 6th man on the Quakes squad this year to homer at least 10 or more times, and he would add to his total and the Quakes' record-breaking home run season. Wilson swings, hammers one down the left field line. This one is on its way. Speaking of home runs, see you later. A 2-run home run for Bobby Wilson. His 11th on the season and 2nd in as many nights. And the Quakes are out to a 2-0 lead on the Mavericks and Patrick Green. That 2-0 lead would be short-lived. The way the Quakes got their home run in the top of the second inning is, and the runs in the top of the second half of Patrick Green would be the very same way that the Mavericks would counter in the bottom half of the second. After a leadoff walk to Adam Kime, up stepped Bernard Stevens. 61 for the Mavericks at home. 3-2 on the way, swinging a high drive down the left field line. It's fair, and it is a home run. Down the line, out of the ballpark, and Adam Kime has tied the ball game up at 2. His 21st home run. Well, you can say it's stating the obvious. They take no time getting out of this ballpark. No, they certainly don't here in Adelanto. They don't take any time in getting out of this ballpark. Ángel Sánchez, who has played in 117 of the 124 games for the High Desert Mavericks this season. Had one home run coming into tonight's ball game, and as it didn't take any time getting out with Adam Kime, with 2 outs and the bases empty in the bottom of the third inning and a tie game at 2, it took no time getting out for Sanchez. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a drive out to center field. Fuller on the move at the track, looking up. See you later. Ángel Sánchez connects for his second home run of the year. And the Mavericks have taken a 3-2 lead. Two outs and the bases empty, and Sanchez had a home run, but his home run would not be it for the Mavericks in the third. Chris Labansky followed with a triple down the right field line, and that brought up to the plate Kila Kaiahui. Up down the line, you thought, well, you might have a chance. Here's Kaiahui, who walked in the second inning. Rodriguez throws the pitch. Kaiahui throws one out to right center. Balcom on the move at the track, looking up, and that ball is off the base of the wall. Labansky scores. Kaiahui slides into second with a double. It's 4-2 High Desert. And here come the bats of the Mavericks, and here comes Quakes pitching coach Eric Bennett. You know, Rafael Rodriguez would pitch a couple more innings. He labored through his next 2 innings, but pitched 5 innings tonight for the Quakes. He took the defeat, and on the night, Rodriguez allowed a total of 6 runs all earned on 8 hits. Actually, he pitched 5 2/3 innings. He labored through the 4th and 5th and did not allow any runs, but ran into problems in the 6th. I had mentioned there that here came the bats by the Mavericks, and yet that run on the double by Kaiahui was the only run the Mavericks have posted tonight on the board that did not come by way of a home run. But a similar theme to that third inning with 2 outs and the bases empty where they put 2 runs on the board. Rodriguez had retired the first 2 men he had faced in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Quakes were not getting anything done at the plate offensively, and with 2 outs and the bases empty, up to the plate stepped the dangerous Brandon Powell. 2 men down. Here's Powell. Ground out and a foul pop-up to third. Rodriguez throws. Swinging a fly ball out to deep left center field. Fuller on the move, at the track, looking up, and that ball is gone. A home run for Brandon Powell. And it caromed off an equipment shed and back onto the field. It's Powell's 16th home run of the year, and it's now 5-2 Mavericks. Yeah, 5-2 Mavericks at the time, and then Wally Sevilla stepped up and singled to center. That prompted Rodriguez's exit from the ball game. Alan Buckley came in. He walked Pete Mastralis, and Sevilla moved to second base. So Buckley brought in to give 1 out in the 6th inning and closed the door on the High Desert offensive threat on the night. Had runners at first and second, and the batter was Ángel Sánchez. And Sánchez, who had just 1 home run coming into the ball game, and out of 117 this year, would come up looking for more. Buckley throws the pitch. Sanchez swings, hammers one down the left field line, into the corner. That ball is on its way. It is a fair ball. It is a 3-run home run for Ángel Sánchez. And the Mavericks have broken this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. Four home runs on the night for the High Desert Mavericks. And Sanchez has 2 of them. And 4 RBIs, and it's now 8-2 High Desert. Now, Buckley would get out of the inning. The Quakes tried to counter that 4 spot by the Mavericks in the bottom of the 6th in the top of the 7th inning. With a leadoff double from Brandon Wood, Matt Pauley flied to left. That brought up Cliff Remolay, and Remolay grounded out to first base. A play in which the pitcher Green, the starter who was still in there, covered first base to get Remolay out, and that allowed Brandon Wood to take third base. So a runner at third and 2 men down. Bobby Wilson, who was responsible for the Quakes' 2 runs back in the 2nd inning, would come up and make sure he'd be responsible for another. Down the right field line in foul territory, beyond the berm. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Wilson swings. It's a shot past Sevilla down the left field line. That's a base hit. And Brandon Wood will score, and Bobby Wilson will pull into second base with a double. And Wilson with his third RBI of the night. He's now 2 for 3. He hammered that ball off a green. And it's now 8-3 High Desert. Now, the good news for Wilson is that he had 3 RBIs on the night. The bad news for the Quakes is that those were the only RBIs that the Quakes would have, and the only run support they'd get on the night. They had an opportunity down 8-3 in the top of the 8th inning against High Desert Mavericks reliever, and that was Gabe De Hoyos, and Hoyos gave up a leadoff single to Reyes, struck out Fuller swinging, struck out Peel swinging, got Leahy, and Leahy actually singled off at De Hoyos, putting runners at first and second with 2 men down. Brandon Wood coming up to the plate, but Devon Reyes was picked off trying to break for third base. De Hoyos in a slow, deliberate move, and that pretty much did end the Quakes for the remainder of the night. They were retired in order by De Hoyos in the 9th inning as Wood, Polly, and Remele went down in order, and the Quakes dropped their 4th in a row, and for the first time this year, they have lost 4 games in 4 days off of first place in the Cal League South. 8-3, the Mavericks win it. We'll come back and wrap up this postgame show right after this.
Over 50% of the population admits to dropping litter on the ground or out a car window. All that litter makes one big mess. The good news is you can help by setting a good example for your kids and community. Research shows that people litter because litter has already accumulated. By keeping your neighborhood clean, you ensure that others are less likely to litter there. So take the following steps to help stop litter in your neighborhood. Throw your trash in a can every time. If you're not near a trash can, hold on to your trash until you get to one. Make sure your outdoor trash cans have lids that close securely to prevent accidental litter. Keep your yard and sidewalk trash-free. Include a neighborhood cleanup in your next neighborhood event. Don't let trash blow away from you, because it won't disappear. And teach kids to use trash cans. They'll adopt your habits. Call 800-CLEANUP to report illegally dumped garbage and debris. For more pollution prevention tips, call the City of Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740, extension 4060. 909-477-2740.
Tomorrow, remember, a 5 o'clock broadcast time, 5:05 first pitch here from Adelanto. Right-hander Kevin Jepson on the mound for the Quakes, and he'll be opposed by right-hander John Gregg of the High Desert Mavericks. For my studio coordinator, Denny Brower, nice job as always, Denny. This is Jason Anaforian saying so long. The final score from Maverick Stadium tonight, it was the High Desert Mavericks 8, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 3. Good night from Adelanto.
Here's the windup and the pitch to the plate. Swung on, hit to right field. Pretty well. Melgarejo back at the track with room. Reaches out to his left. He makes the catch. The ball game is over. And John Toledo's the man of the day.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the defending American League Western Division champion Angels. This has been Quakes Baseball.